half hour early. That's why my thing was already in the. My video was already here. I was prepared before anybody else, but I was by far the last to arrive.
That's like the classic. My mom is like, "We're leaving at this time," and then she's like, and then you come down, and then she's not ready, and you're all standing around waiting for her. She's like, "I said be ready at this time."
Oh my god,
we were waiting on you.
My mom was the worst with that shit.
She's like, I want everybody in the car ready to go at 2 o'clock, and then the rest of us are all standing here at 2:01 going.
My dad was the worst with leaving like parties. Like, okay, we're gonna leave at 2 o'clock, and then it's like 2:50, and he's still talking to people, and my mom and I are like, "Can we go?" yeah, okay, sorry, 5 more minutes, just go wait in the car, and then he'd come out like a half hour later. Like, come on. Oh, we're live, by the way. We're ready. We're going.
Show must go. Dan, just to let you know, in your journal, there's
in my journal.
Your journey.
In my journal.
There's a tab called Fighter's Ballot.
Yeah, there is. I'm fighting Gamora from that one movie.
That one movie, huh?
Guardians of the Galaxies. That's the one.
Yeah.
I'm fighting Gamora.
That's the one. Yeah.
Volume sounds good, by the way.
Oh, perfect. I'm so happy for that.
Okay, I figure we can go ahead and get ourselves started.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a brief reminder for anybody who didn't see last week's session, it started off with a rather intense battle between our party members and certain ministers of the Ministry of the Black Cloth, which is essentially it's like a group of hierophantic bounty hunters where they have some sort of warped sense of religion that they follow and a sense of justice, but they're essentially pay for hire bounty hunters, which have been brought into the city of Varden to track down various members of the city who have been either pillaging, fighting, random counters of, what would you call it? Not graffiti, but like defacement. So they kind of been brought in to try and get a handle on the situation. One of their contracts is, of course, our resident warlock, Luck.
I don't know. I think they're corrupt.
Apparently, Brolof, which is the cleric of the water domain, played by yours truly, he was under their contract as well, and supposedly they tried to rid of him already, but he was more clever and resilient than they had originally thought. From there, they managed to hide low or lay low in the pit, which is a fighting arena. Jax and Brolof are both very familiar with this area. Brolof more because he was helping people there. Jax because of her tournament and gladiatorial nature.
My fighting nature.
Yeah, gladiatorial background, if you will.
There you go.
So,
literally and figuratively.
Jax being pretty prevalent in this establishment, she was able to get room and board for free from Brosk, who is the bar owner, and he kind of keeps track of everything. You spent a few coin on a number of bets between the fights that were going on for that day. Ephrial and Brolof really didn't do too well, but Jax and Luck.
Luck did great, man.
Luck did pretty well with his bets. But
is Brolof coming off a little bit robot-y to anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure it wasn't just me.
Actually, I think it's gone. I think you're good. No, you're good.
So, yeah, they pretty much got a chance to lay low and kind of bunker down to try and either throw the ministry off their trail or just to, get a a new base of operations almost, since the Laughingstock Inn had essentially been compromised. Galvin, the owner of the Laughingstock, just told you that he was going to take care of whatever he could as far as the bodies goes, but he wanted you to kind of vacate the presence just to, ensure that no other activity or harm is going to come their way. So you made your way to the pit, laid low, got a couple bets in, and then in the morning, after a pretty grueling training session between Luck and Jax, you made your way to the mayor's manor, trying to get information about a certain mysterious note that was found among a pile of bodies. The note was unfortunately not able to go into the manor as expediently as you had hoped, but Tybalt, who was one of the guards, also a huge fan of Jax, he managed to get you the address to Revis's home, saying that he had not showed up for duty that morning, and he wanted to see if you can check up on him. Upon doing so, you found that his home was ransacked by a number of zombies, but you managed to dispatch them and found Revis hiding in a barrel at the very top of his attic, whereupon he described how there's been more and more servants being brought into the mayor's manor. He's not entirely sure as to why. He knows that this soiree is going to be happening the next night or two, and they could just be bringing in more servants, but they already have quite a bit as it is. So he's definitely very suspicious about what's going on, as is most of the party. It was also shown that Kyra's brother has been infiltrating the servant quarters, essentially. He's been passing off certain bits and pieces of gold and such, and kind of making a name for himself among the servants there to gain their trust. So, interesting little tidbit. But that is pretty much where we left off. Jax convinced Revis to kind of head back to the slums to lay low and stay safe. And that's pretty much where we left off.
All right.
Perfect. So Revis is back in the barrel, right? Is that what we agreed on?
Yeah, he's definitely in the barrel
just
again.
shoved him in the barrel.
He's safe there. It's fine.
No, Revis would have left you guys to go to the slums, which you advised him to do so. But he had given you a key as a reward for saving him. He gave you a key to one of the chests up in the attic. He said it was a number of things that belonged to his grandfather that he didn't need any use of. So,
right, which I think we took.
Yes, it was a wand of magic missile and a cap of disguise.
Right.
Yes,
so
and
we
I
gave
took
the
the
cap
cap.
of disguise to Luck, and we gave the wand of magic missile to Kyra.
Yeah.
So I like how he just leaves us in his home.
Excuse me.
I know.
As he leaves.
Just don't take anything.
Yeah, all right.
Don't take anything except in that chest. Ooh, what is this?
Well, as you all remember, when you first walked into his home, everything was very sparsely decorated. There was almost nothing of value shown throughout the room. Everything was very utilitarian. The only thing that you saw him actually pack up and bring with him was a number of books that he had in this little reading nook. And he just packed a little bit of books and some candles and then went from there.
So there's more books left over, right?
Yeah.
Can I look to see what kind of books are left?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Meh. That's a 2.
If I open my mouth,
Nice.
can I get somebody to put food in it too, please?
So
To do.
I mean, you're digging
He just
through
flies
these-
into your mouth.
There's maybe only like another dozen of books here, and
But
you're looking
I
through
can't
and you
read.
see that some of them just have like a simple leather bound cover that has no writing on it. Some of them are just loose leaves of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are bound together with like stitching and rope, but has no cover to it. But there's nothing that you can really figure out as far as what genres they are, or
Okay.
maybe some of them have titles to them, but you're not too interested in looking as far as you can tell.
Yeah,
You look at
no.
a few of them and you just kind of lose interest and put them
Reading ain't my forte.
down.
I want to search the rest of the house and take anything not nailed down.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, like I said, there's a couple of candles and a candle holder in this area, at least this little reading nook.
Is it a nice candle holder?
No.
Is there any
it's
food?
just like- any food?
Yeah, is there food in this house?
You'll have to go to the first level to kind of get an idea of whether or not there's any stores left.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
I hope we don't see him later.
Make an investigation check for me, Luck.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
I gotta pull up my thing.
Wow. Very nice.
Why do you do this to me, computer?
I'm so jealous. I wish I had somebody to feed me. Both my brothers are downstairs watching football. They don't love me.
Oh, great. That's a... Alexis made food appear again. That's a 5.
All right, so you don't really get to see any stores as far as food goes.
Well, I don't
You
want to
can
buy
pretty
the food.
What?
Sorry, because stores.
Well,
yeah.
you can get an idea that Revis must have taken whatever food was left over before he left.
Damn it! All
So
right.
you don't see anything immediate basis.
Man, this place has less stuff than my place. And I don't even really have a place.
Yeah, this home is think of it like a bachelor buys his first apartment and has no furniture to furnish it. So it's extremely barren. There's almost like really nothing going on besides the small reading nook in the upper level.
Interesting.
Well, I got everything I wanted out of this place. I guess I'll just chill here until people come back.
Why
I'm
don't we
never
just
going
leave?
back. Yeah, why don't we just leave and go back to the hole?
Oh yeah, I meant you guys come back.
Yeah, Luck is gonna stand here and wait for more arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for more zombies.
Come back.
Actually, I want the zombies.
You're gonna
That's-
hide? Are you gonna go hide in a barrel?
No, zombies are just walking food.
Ew.
I'm sure they think of you the same way.
It's delivery.
Oh.
It's not delivery. It's the zombies.
The zombies.
Imagine they're very tasty.
Mm-mm.
There's just something about rotten flesh that really. It's got a nice, rich, full flavor.
It's not cannibalism if they're barely human anymore.
Well, if you're not human to begin with, is it cannibalism to eat a human?
Good point.
They're all good questions.
But you're technically humanoid, so.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm a human though.
Yeah,
I just can't eat other asomers.
Yeah.
Sure.
So everybody in the party's fair game for Luck to eat if they die. Okay, just be careful.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I just touch one of their dead bodies and it teleports into my pocket watch. I'm saving that for later.
I'm gonna save this for later.
All right.
God.
We really don't have any more business as far as I can think of. Or do we have to go back to the mayor's office?
Well, you can go back to the mayor's office or the mayor's manor rather, and just inform Tybalt of what you found. Rebus did say that he was going to send word to at least. Oh shit! What did I name your brother?
It started with an F.
Yeah, it was like Florist or something.
Hold on, let me see if I wrote it down.
Flores.
Because I was trying to take notes last time, and I don't know if I succeeded.
I got it right here. It's
I did not.
Falross.
Hold on. How do you spell that? Wait.
F-A-L.
Hold on. It's not. It's being a jerk. Oh, there we go. F-A-L.
R-O-S-S.
Falross, right. Kyra's brother. Okay. Cool. Got it. Notes. Attempting.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Let's see how long this lasts.
I already stopped.
All right. So yeah.
I should probably be taking more notes.
Yeah, we should probably head back to let Tybalt know that we found even more zombies and that they're attacking during the daytime, apparently. Unless they've been there. No, they were there for a while.
Yeah, he described it was 2 nights prior when he was returning back to his home. They crawled out of the sewer and chased them into his home, and they've been sticking around his apartment for the next 2 days as he was hiding away from them.
Right.
So they still attack during the nighttime, but they kind of hold up for those 2 other days to stay out of the sunlight.
Okay. So yeah, at least I will make my way to the mayor's office if no one else is going to.
I'm alright. I'm gonna stay out of the town for a bit. I think I'll just chill at the arena. Maybe do some more betting.
I don't think fights are happening during the day, but you could probably just chill there and drink and whatnot.
Drinking's good. Anything's better than being chased by those black cloak jerks.
Brolof speaks up and goes, "You got that fancy new hat there. Might as well put it to good use, huh?"
Oh, that's right, I do! How do I do it? How do I make it work?
Look it up. Did I not?
Did I not train you?
You did not put it in.
No.
Unless you put it specifically in Luck's journal, but I do not have it.
You have done nothing! It's okay, I got it.
You have done nothing.
You have done nothing. Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, if you are looking it up, I can make up a thing for you if you want.
Yeah, what was it called one more time?
Hat of Disguise.
Hat of Disguise, that's right.
It does require attunement, which you can work on pretty much on the way back to the pit.
Yeah, it's only like
an hour.
Like an hour, yeah. That's not bad. Alright, I'll look it up. No, not Disguise Self. Hat of Disguise.
So, Brolof is going to tag along with Jax as far as going to the mayor's manor. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going back to the hole.
Pit?
No, I'm not calling it the pit. I'm calling it the hole. Ephrial refers to it as the hole.
Is it the butthole?
Yeah, not yet, but if I lose, it might very well become the butthole.
Jeez.
Alright, yeah, basically I can just cast Disguise Self on myself while wearing it. But it dissipates if the hat's removed. I'll go with Jax to the to the mayor's house, and I'm gonna make myself look like Ephrial.
I'll go to the mayor's house.
All right. I mean, have fun looking like me. All you have to do is put a robe over your face and be a little bit taller, and you'll be fine.
I can make myself a whole foot taller.
Oh, hey, Ephrial was us. Wait, where did Luck go?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh wow, great.
He's not coming. Only Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Only
Remember
Vegeta.
the bug planet Vegeta?
Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna make myself look like Vegeta.
Who are you?
I am the Prince of all Saiyans.
What's a saying? What are you saying?
Go.
What did you say?
What are you saying?
Oh my god.
I heard he was just Super Saiyan. He looks like Vegeta.
That's right.
Ah, here we go,
Right.
cards.
I'm just Super Saiyan to you.
I'm confused.
I don't blame you.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
No, I'll be Ephrial.
I'm still so confused.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's me, Ephrial.
Ephrial, what's wrong with your voice?
On the way back, I was a bug flew down my throat and made me cough a lot, and now my voice is all.
Do you still see Ephrial standing there with you?
No, because Ephrial
Oh,
went back to
No,
the
Ephrial went back to the arena.
Oh,
Okay, Ephrial, I need you to make a perception check for me.
okay.
Which
Perception.
forever. Good. Good.
23?
Three.
No, damn.
Okay, so
Damn.
as you are walking along, you do happen to see two different groups, maybe of 3 or 4 people each, of familiar looking black garb and armor. They seem to be searching pretty feverly throughout the streets. This is more of that like transition period between the more upper class fancy living quarters and where the slums are. So they're kind of walking around looking through alleyways and just generally surveying the streets. So if you want to try and avoid them, I would say make me a stealth check or whatever it is you want to do.
I think as soon as I see them, I'm actually just gonna do a 180 and head back to the rest of the group.
Nope.
I know where they're going, so I'm just gonna head back towards the
Hard pass.
mayor.
we said where we were going.
Ooh. You are very robot. Jeez. That was like really cool robot though.
Take me to your leader.
We said where we were going.
Yeah.
And it stopped when you made the robot voice.
We were going to the mayor's office.
We are
Yeah.
going to the mayor's office.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna see these. I'm assuming. Well, I mean, if you want me to roll a stealth check to not be seen turning around and running away, or not running, but like kind of flipping around, I can roll that. But
Do so with advantage, since the very moment you saw them, you decided to turn away. So give me a stealth roll with advantage.
okay, well the first one I rolled is a nat 20 again. So
Ephrial is on the roll.
Wait, roll another one. You might get higher. You never know. Aw, shame.
I hope, Ephrial,
Might
you
get
better
higher
hope
than
these rolls transfer over into our battles later.
yeah,
They
so
won't.
I see the black
Your
your
character
immediately. I hit the jackal switch. I go and I lurk mode, and then I'm just gone. I just vanish, and I try and go meet up with the party at the mayor's house. So
Dat jackal switched out.
Beautifully done with the swiftness of a battle-hardened ranger. You turn tail and
Run like a
using
bitch.
shadows and alleyways of the city. You expertly dodge detection and make your way towards the mayor's mansion, where you know the rest of your crew is going to be purveying. Now, with your ability to navigate through the city fairly accurately, you can make up with them pretty quickly. So we'll say pretty much exactly when the rest of the crew gets up to the gates, Ephrial is not far behind.
Wait. Now there's 2 of
Oh,
you.
Oh shit. Hey, Luck, why are you disguised as me?
I'm just gonna walk up and say, well, I was headed back to the hole. I saw multiple groups of those black cloth individuals. I wanted to make sure that this buffoon wasn't going to draw attention to you guys.
Oh no, not those black claw individuals. They are the worst, those black cloaked individuals. Yes, it was good of you to make sure that you didn't get caught, Luck. You buffoon.
Do you have a twin?
Yes,
No.
I do.
No, I don't have a twin, but you have an idiot friend. So.
I'm surprised you haven't met him yet. His name is
He's wearing
Jerk.
a magical piece of equipment, right?
Besides the fact that I'm pretty sure Jack saw me put it on.
Magic still eludes me.
Jax, you have to listen to me. It's your friend Ephrial. I hate you, and I hate Luck. But Kyra is okay. I can stand to be around her more than you and Luck. Yep,
Can
see,
I roll
it's
an
me.
insight check on him now that
Is bluff is a thing, right?
Yeah, look, roll a bluff.
Oh
check.
no, bluff. Deception. Okay.
Deception, yeah.
Or deception, yeah. And Jack's to
15.
or
16. 16 insight. Wait, you're not Ephrial?
No, I'm the twin brother.
Fuck.
I'm the twin brother. Are you dumb? Are you an idiot?
No.
Shit, I don't know how to argue with that. She said no.
No, you don't argue with it. You just tell them that they're an idiot, and then you leave it at that. There's no argument.
Oh, okay. You're an idiot, and then I start to walk away.
That's it. Nailed it.
No, I'm not. All right, so yeah, I walk through
how do
the
I respond to that?
Ephrial, what do I do now? She said no.
Take the confusion out and start walking up.
You want to know what to do now? You walk towards the
what are you
middle of
doing?
the square, back towards the hole, and then you find the cloth guys and you turn yourself in, and then I'll never have to see you again.
Oh,
Okay.
Tibble's out here. Oh, I didn't see that he was
this is
out
the
here.
base.
Usually he's out here. So okay. So yeah,
No, he was never out here before.
yeah. When we met with him last time, he was up by the doors.
Was he?
I think that was
Either way, he is here.
I don't
You know
remember.
what?
because we switched
No,
maps.
no, he was.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
confused, but it's fine.
Manor is futuristic as I remember it being, man. It kind of
This place really went downhill.
This place really went downhill quick.
It really went back in
Jax, welcome
time.
back.
Yes, thank you. It is I, Jax.
No, you're.
Oh, a fan that is impersonating me, Jax. Would you like an autograph?
I think it takes an
Here
hour
you go.
for you to change your appearance.
No,
so-
it takes an hour for me to attune to the hat. I can cast disguise self at will with it. It only takes an action, so it only takes 6 seconds.
Then I'm just like,
Has it been an hour for you to attune to it?
You said on the way here I could.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just like,
I'm mirroring it.
Can I ask what's going on with your friend over here?
Well, yes, you can. This here is my little friend, Jix. That's Jix, I'm Jax. And this is my protege. And she is going to be trying to look like me and sound like me because, I'm so famous.
no, I'm Jax.
Shut up, Jix.
I'm Jack.
Mark, make another deception check.
God.
Can I make a
Advantage at
persuasion
this
check to like
A deception? Advantage, you said?
No, disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
Okay, that's a 6.
Okay. Oh, Jax, I had no clue that you had a twin sister.
Yes, I know. Many people don't know that about me, but
The real
I can't
Jack.
believe it.
she doesn't like to make herself too known because she's in my shadow. You understand how hard it could be. Jix, it's okay. You will be a great protege.
Real
Someone as
Jack.
famous as you, Jax, I could completely understand that. Thank you again for the tickets that you gave me.
Oh, of course. It's no problem whatsoever.
Later today.
By the way, those tickets were for life. You never have to pay to go see the arena again. Just tell them you know me at the front door. I'm sure it's fine.
No, that won't work. I actually had to pay for that.
Quiet down. I'm trying to listen to Jax here.
Jix, please, Jix.
I'm Jax, and that won't work. I actually had to pay for those tickets.
Well,
You know what? If we're worried that it won't work, I, Jax, shall pay for every ticket you ever want to use. So you can go whenever you want, send the bill to me, and I will pay it.
I will prove that I'm the real Jax with my superior fighting skills. I hold my rapier up to your throat.
Hey, now. You watch as the other guard that's standing next to him and the two guards that are on the ramparts outside of the gate, they all train their weaponry towards the two of you. It's like, listen here. There's no need for violence. Look. Oh, there's...
No, I agree. There's no need for violence here. In fact,
perfectly fine. We don't have to cause any scene.
In fact, hold on a second. Let me talk to Jix alone for a second.
I'm Jax.
I grab Jax and I pull her away from everybody's eyes.
I was gonna say, Ephrial's just gonna say, Jix, there's no time. We already have enough attention to ourselves. Shut up.
Oh no, never mind. If you want to say that, that's fine. And once we're alone, I'll drop to this guy. I'm like, I'm sorry. I wanted to have a little fun. I'm sorry. I didn't want everybody pointing their weapons at us. You can be Jax again. I'll be I got it. And I transform into Kyra.
There's already a Kyra. Stop transforming into people who are already here.
Well, who am I supposed to be then?
Just be Luck. They know who you are.
Oh, yeah. I take the hat off and change back to Luck. All right, fine. We'll just say that Jix had to leave and you can be Jax again.
Luck?
Yeah?
You will pay for that.
So, as you two are finishing your sentence, your conversation, Brolof walks up to you and goes, all right, I told the guards everything. They're made aware.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, Brolof!
Yep.
Wait. You told them the truth, right?
Of course I did.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Wait, what truth?
Well, they said that they already got word from Revis, and they were made aware of the situation, and they're going to... well, they said they were going to put out some feelers, but I don't quite know what they meant by that.
Did you tell them about the zombies?
I did. They seem to be aware of the situation already.
Yeah, that's probably from the warehouse. Did you tell them that Luck was disguised as me?
No, I thought you two were doing a thing, so I didn't disrupt that.
Oh, great. No, that's perfect. Thank you.
Luck?
Yeah.
You will pay for that.
For what? I was just having a little fun.
You will
Anyway, we should
pay for
we
that.
should probably get going. And you see as he points out to the distance, and you see a collection of black-clad guards walking down the street.
Rude.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
I throw the hat back on Luck and start walking.
He just kind of follows behind me.
And kind of takes his cloak and wraps it around his shoulders and hiding his armor and such. Yeah, we should probably get going. Let's have everyone make a stealth check.
I've rolled 4 dice and I've rolled 2 20s and two 9s.
Nice.
Ooh, not bad.
Mine is 11 total.
God.
Okay.
Mine is 15 total.
Well, it's a good thing Kyra's not the one they're after. So.
God.
Oh yeah, I'm using the hat to. I just became like a normal looking other person.
He just became one of the guards.
Yeah, I became Tybalt.
No.
Don't mind me leaving my station.
Okay, so as you all kind of prepare yourselves to get going to the pit, and you arrange your clothing in subtle ways to try and disguise your silhouettes and just the general appearance, you hear out in the distance, hey, you over there, wait, halt. And they start rushing towards you at a hurried step.
Who's they?
The black
It's a group of ministers.
Okay.
Um,
Well, don't look
They're
at me.
good, like,
I'm just
60,
a
70 feet
guy.
away, so.
so while everyone else keeps walking, so like as kind of a distraction, I turn around and go, yes.
We have a few questions for you and your crew, if you don't mind. And standing in front of you, like, it takes him another minute or two to actually get up to you where you're standing. And he's a tall human male, broad shoulders. He's decked out with the jet black cloth robes and a metal chest piece. He's bald at the top, but has a big bushy brown beard. And jeez. And flanking either side of him are 2 other. You guys would recognize these guards to be more of the acolytes, as they're not dressed in any armor, but have like robes that are adorned with small statuettes and vials of certain liquids. And they're kind of decked out.
No, hold on. You're robot again. You're roboting.
You're actually
Yes, sir.
frozen on our screen. There we go.
And he's dead.
Yeah, there he goes.
All right, so let's metagame.
Did anybody catch any of what he said?
So there's like these
It's an
acolytes
acolyte,
who
yeah.
aren't
Oh, exactly.
armored.
Is that better?
Yeah.
No.
Is that better?
Better for me. But
He's still cutting in and out for me. Say something again.
Hello.
Okay,
There we go.
you're good now. Yep. All right, can you repeat the acolyte bit?
So yes, these acolytes, you would recognize these ones to be more of the spellcaster sorts, as they're decorated in the same black robes, but no actual ornaments.
Armaments.
Ornaments.
Ornaments.
They don't have any armor on,
Armoires.
but they have ornaments for spellcasting foci and such. So they kind of flank him and go. The lead guard goes up to Jax and holds out a wanted poster with Luck's picture on it. Goes, have you seen this child anywhere recently?
I've seen him around.
You have.
Yeah.
Can you recite where you last saw him, please?
Luck is looking at her like.
Right there. Point at him.
Let's see. Where did I last see him at?
By the way, what's everyone else doing in this situation?
Ignoring the guard.
Staring at. Oh yeah, because we all pretended to walk away.
I don't care. I don't care about.
I'm
the
like
guard.
just walking with my head down, like sweating bullets because I can hear her not Or her saying that she saw me at one point.
The last time I saw him, I think, was in that bush over there.
Sorry?
In that bush right over there. So, like, I point to, like, where I'm assuming that Luck, like, pulled me aside and, like, took off his hat and everything. So, like...
Oh, all right. You didn't alert any of the guards. You guys are maybe like a good 40 feet away from the gates to the manor, so all right. Well, roll a deception check for me.
I'm not really lying.
He's not really
True. You are kind of hiding the truth.
I'm not
Fair enough.
telling the whole truth.
Do a persuasion with advantage then.
Ooh, with advantage.
Yeah, why not?
That's D20, not S20.
That's
Oh, okay. 17 plus 3, that's 20, not natural.
Thank God that was advantage.
So he kind of squints his eyes at you, looking down, and goes, all right. And he kind of nods his head, and the three of them go over to the bush.
And I pretty much tell them, I'm like, I didn't tell the guards here because they already know him, so if they were going to arrest them, they would have done it by now.
You mean to tell me that the guards of the mayor's mansion have been interacting with this wanted felon and have yet to apprehend him?
He has helped with some investigations. He has been a crucial part of some zombie investigations going on in the town, from what I hear.
None of that matters. He has been contracted under the black cloth, and he shall be terminated. I will have my higher-ups investigate the guards that you were working with, and they shall be tried as well, for they have gone against the will of the city of Ardent and have hereby
Poor Tybalt.
acted treason upon their own city.
I don't think the mayor will appreciate that very much. His guards are pretty important. They keep him, alive.
Well, we will have words with the mayor himself then. Now, I'm going to search for this felon and see if your words speak true. And it goes over to the bush, and they kind of part everything that they can to see. And true to your word, it does seem like someone was there. But clearly there's nothing there now.
So, like, while I'm out in the road, I turn to Tybalt and I go,
They're just standing at guard. They can't hear anything that went on, so they're just gonna looking at you curiously.
all right, so I'm just gonna stick around to see if they leave. Or if they're gonna question me more at all, so.
No, they actually. Okay. So you see them searching through the bushes, and the lead guard goes, or the minister goes, look, you can see that his tracks lead further east, and they start going off towards that way.
Oops.
Away from you guys.
Wait, away from Luck and them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They seem to have found some sort of tracks within the bushes that make them believe that Luck or whoever was there have gone eastward.
All right, so then I'm going to go up to Tybalt and be like, listen, I'm so sorry, but I think...
What was that all about then?
Yeah, so they're looking for Jax, and I didn't realize...
You are Jax.
Or Luck, they're looking for Luck, and I didn't realize that saying that you guys already knew Luck was going to get you guys in trouble, so that happened.
Okay. Pause for a second.
Yeah.
Out of character for me. Out of character.
Mhm.
I don't believe the guards know Luck.
Luck has been with us the whole freaking time.
He's been with you the whole time, but he's either been disguised or hiding, or
No,
not
he's
much
come up
hiding.
and talked to
Yeah,
them.
the first time we were there, I was just there as Luck.
Himself as Luck, the wanted criminal. I don't think that's come up. I think it's just
Yeah,
No.
like they've never no one's ever said anything about him being wanted. He's just been there with us.
The only time that came up was in the very beginning when we were looking for that guy.
Mhm.
But weren't you disguised in some way when you first went to the mayor's mansion?
I think I just kept my head down a little bit. That was about it.
The only time I think Luck has been identified by guards is actually at the warehouse or the dock or whatever the
Mhm.
warehouse is.
By Tormund.
Yeah. He was like, I know
So
who
I
you
don't-
are,
I
but
don't-
like, thanks for your help. The guards at the mayor's manor literally haven't. I don't think they've identified him at all.
Exactly.
I
So
bet
I don't think they would know him or would have recognized him to be a wanted person.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been with us, but
He's been with you, but as far as I can tell, he's been either low key enough or has disguised himself in some way, shape, or form that they haven't connected anything. And it's not like he announced himself to be, "Hey, I'm Lucian," or I'm
no,
Luck.
but he didn't introduce himself. No one except myself. Like, no, I'm pretty sure they don't know anyone's name except
the tip
myself.
of the spear
No.
with these guys.
Yeah, no, I think he walked up to the guards and said, "Hello, I'm Luck. I'm a wanted criminal. Thanks."
Yeah.
I
But,
mean,
like,
he
okay,
would.
so- but like, if I described him, they would know who he is. That he's been with us the whole
Well,
time.
does it really matter? She still could have said that they know Luck, even though they don't.
Yeah, we'll have to
I
see how
mean-
this pans out.
I mean, I don't know, because I thought that, like, he's been with us every time he's been there. I didn't think he was disguised every time he's been there. So if
No, for sure. The first time he went to the manor, he had the cloak of one of the ministers, and he had thrown up his hood, and he was covered up the whole time.
okay, but I don't think the last time he was disguised.
I
But
don't
the last
remember.
time is when he had the cloak, wasn't it? Because that was after the fight.
we've
with the
been
minister.
here,
We've
like-
been here 3 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've
The
been
very
here, like, 3
first
to 4
time, I did
times.
not have anything, and I think I just kind of didn't. I purposely just kind of kept my head down and didn't do anything.
I mean, if I would have known that that Luck hadn't made himself like present in front of the guards, then I would have mentioned the other guards instead, the guards that were in the warehouse district, because they knew who he was. But I could have sworn that at least one of the times we've been here, Luck was not disguised, but I could be wrong.
Right. Well, the first time, it was probably the very first time that you guys went to the manor.
The very first time we went to the manor, I had no disguise. I just kept my head
Exactly.
down.
So,
Yeah, I'm not sure the guards ever identified Luck as Luck.
No, they
yeah,
didn't.
otherwise, they would have acted upon it. So,
Okay, then I guess I would have said the warehouse guards instead of these guards. Then.
Yeah, because that guard made
'Cause
it
I
known
would've-
that he knew who
I
I
would
was.
have known that they haven't seen Luck's face. Like, Lux has been hiding the whole time, kind of thing. So,
yeah. Okay. So that's I think that's how we're going to play it then, because
yeah.
as far as I'm aware of, playing as Tybalt and these guards, they've never made the connection that Luck is who he
Okay.
is.
Then skip the whole thing where I told them. I would have mentioned the warehouse district, and so I wouldn't have said anything about Tybalt, and I wouldn't have said anything to Tybalt.
All right. We'll play from there then.
Okay. So then
So-
once when they walked away, I would have tried to catch up with the group.
So the rest of the group, as far as I'm aware, are going to the pit.
Mm-hmm.
The whole.
Yeah.
The whole.
The whole pit. Yeah.
The whole pit.
Okay. So, upon entering, I don't know if these are all your guys or not. Delete and then paste. So, upon entering, it's the familiar enough arena, small little dining area, and you can see everyone is still pretty busy. It's not super crowded. There's seemingly no fights are going on at the moment. It's a little quiet, but Chad, the big ogre, happily lets you guys in. Oh, hello again. Come on in.
Hi, Chad.
Fight's gonna start in a little bit. Hi, little one. All right.
I'm gonna go get a drink, and I'm gonna go get set up for the fights.
So as I catch up with him, I'm like, I think I accidentally got some guards in trouble. Look, when we were talking to the guards in the warehouse, I know they told you to keep a low profile.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say that the mayor wanted you?
Did they say that the mayor wanted me? No.
Okay.
Why?
I may have gotten the guards in trouble.
Wait, you got the one guard who actually believed in me in trouble?
By accident.
Well, I hope he's okay. And go back to getting ready to watch the fights.
I should probably make a trip to the warehouse district.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'm gonna go do that before the fight starts.
Oh, that's right. He did tell me the ministry was after me, but not the mayor was after me.
That's what, well, he described how the mayor hired the ministry to go after these people. And that's why
the mayor hired the ministry?
Oh, no, the ministry is an outside source. They got hired by the mayor's office to essentially clean up the city and the slums area. That's why they're going after vagrants, vandals, thieves, things like that.
Undesirables.
Okay, yeah, I am definitely going to head to the warehouse district before our fight starts for the night. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to come?
All right, so...
only if you disguise yourself.
I put on my hat and I just make myself look like an older, more like put together version of Luck.
Alright. So yeah, we'll head to the warehouse district.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Ephrial is just gonna find a place to kind of like meditate in the thing here, so we can get whatever spells I may have cast back.
Okay. So before you guys head off, Brosk, the golden-tipped, tusked half-orc owner, pretty much yells out to everyone, "All right, everyone, we got ourselves a special tournament-style event tour today, starting in just a couple of hours. It's $10 for a ballot. You get 5 for each correct win that you guess. Things will be kicking off in just a little bit. All of the scheduled combatants, spellcasters, and such, get yourselves down to the ready room, and you can prepare yourselves as you see fit. Let's have ourselves good, clean fights. No funny business. Otherwise, Chad's going to step in and tell you what's what.
All right.
So, head on down, and we'll get started in just a bit now."
Okay. So he's telling us that we have to go down now.
No, it says it's going to be in a couple
hours.
like 2 or 3 hours. But those who need time to prepare can go to the ready room, which, Jax, you would be familiar with as the preparation area. There are certain spots that are reserved for spellcasters who can pretty much prepare spells. This is unique that even if you've cast spells in this day, in this certain prayer area in the ready room is a spot where you can essentially re-up your spells for the night's fight.
All right. Well, I need a short rest anyway. So I'm going to go to Brosk and be like, hey,
Yo.
can we get a messenger out to the warehouse district? I
don't
can't hear you.
really have people to do that here.
There's no one
I mean-
around who can just
I
run
guess
a-
I could send one of the waiters out, but that's not really what I pay them for. What's up?
I need to get a message to one of the guards because I made a mistake. I
Yeah.
didn't hear you.
Sorry about this, Brosk, but it is of extreme importance.
Okay.
Do you know
All right, look,
where we can get a hold of a messenger?
Don't worry about it, Jax. I'll get someone on it. You know, you've given me quite a bit of gold and the time, so figured I can do you this favor.
Thank you so much. So I scribble a note pretty much saying, might have gotten you in trouble with the black cloaks, whatever they're called.
History of the Black Cloth.
Then I would have just said the black cloths. Might need to lay low. If you need to talk, come to the arena. Signed Jax, and I don't remember what the guard's name is, but I will put the guard's name on the letter and tell him to make sure it gets them, even if you have to give it to one of the guards guarding the gate who won't let them in.
So you're directing this to the warden of the warehouse district, who is Tormund.
Yes.
He's the dwarven warden who essentially gave you the keys to the warehouses when you were doing your investigation. So he's quite aware of who Luck is. He was the one who pretty much gave him his capability or his rapier to fight off. He gave him the heads up that the ministry is here and that they're searching for him. So you would recognize Tormund to be who you potentially got in trouble.
Yes, that's who I would, because that's who actually talked to Luck about him being noticed. So that's who I would have made it out to. I just couldn't remember his name.
Got it. So that's that will be sent out. You can see Bross kind of waves over one of the waiters and kind of whispers in his ear and gives him the parchment and a small sack of what you can presume to be payment. So
okay, I was gonna actually give him gold, but okay. All right, so with that,
your background kind of gives you a little bit of leeway here. So
yeah. My background. When strangers recognize me in town where I've performed, they typically have a liking. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
you get like room and board or food and board for free at times. So yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, then when he's off, I'm gonna go into pretty much the ready room to take a short rest.
Okay. So the ready room is very basic. It's attached to the side. This is where you and Luck were training before. It's got some small sparring posts. It has those alcoves that allow for prayer, meditation.
Yeah.
One is like one of the alcoves specifically has like a bunch of books. They're really tattered and like hand-me-down, but as far as arcane spellcasters, they allow for re-prepping of spells. So everything's pretty. There's just a bunch of like, think of a basic locker room with all the amenities. And then for the next 2 or 3 hours, you guys get yourself prepared. You see Brolof. He's in one of the meditation alcoves and he's praying and regaining spells. Everyone else, as far as like melee fighters, are pretty much just the other combatants. Now, Jax, you would actually kind of recognize some of these fighters.
Mhm.
Never really gone up against any of them, but you've watched them fight. So you have a pretty good idea of what their capabilities are and what their primary means of combat are. So you have a pretty good idea of what you're going up against, and they all seem to be rather formidable. There's quite a unique population down here. They're all very different.
So this is counting as a short rest, right? Not a long rest.
Yes, this will count as a short rest.
Okay.
Technically, for the spellcasters, when they spend their time in this specified areas of the ready room, it'll count as a long rest since they can re-up their spells.
But it's only for spells.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
But as a warlock, you get your spells back on a short rest anyway.
Right. I have my ASMR thing that needs a long rest, but I wouldn't get that back, right?
No. It's
Okay.
just spells because they're specifically designed to replenish spell slots.
Okay. All good.
Yeah, things like racial abilities or unique magical items wouldn't really work in this aspect. But
Gotcha.
you can a few hours go by and you can start hearing the bell that's by the ring, and you can get an idea that things are going to get started off, and you approach. Brosk actually calls out and goes, "We're going to be going down to the basement arena for this one."
Ow! Ow!
And it opens up to. Oh, I got to bring the characters. Shit. Wait a minute. There we go.
And we get to be like fully healed up as well, right?
Oh shit! What the hell?
Like, is that a thing that can happen too?
Yes.
What can happen to?
That we get fully
You're-
healed up?
Yes.
That we get what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Fully healed up.
Fully healed up. Okay. Sorry, you just were cutting out at the worst time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the connection seems to be a little off today.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just
I think Mel is just using lag to cheat again, seeing me jump through vents.
Yeah. And to make sure you don't kill me.
Stop, freaking computer! Stop.
Yeah, I didn't want you to kill me either, so I'm using lag for that as well.
Mel's hitting the lag switch. She's got one installed. She's just tapping it.
Spamming it.
Damn the lag.
Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
I was so bad. I literally killed you in the hallway near engine, like right outside of med bay, and then the meeting got
No,
called.
you know what? I consider that payback for when you killed me after we all went to a meeting. I'm fine with this.
Okay.
That one I am less upset about than finding you venting like
No,
a whole
I
minute
was-
after you vented.
I
I
was
felt bad
so
about
upset.
that one.
I was so
I thought
upset.
that was
No,
good.
at least the one where I killed you, I was like, I should have won this game had it not been lagged. The other one was just like nobody had died yet. I got caught. I think like
Yeah,
it
but
is
I
what it
didn't feel bad for it.
I feel like
Okay.
me and Ephrial are switched.
No. I've just put you guys wherever. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not going face to face against these just yet. But if you all reference your fighters ballet, you can see it's Brolof and
Brolof versus
Kevtumal.
Kevrumel.
We're calling him enemy.
Kevtumal.
Kevtumel. They are going first. Where'd Brolof go?
Were we allowed to bet on these fights as well? Like, were
Yeah,
we?
it's 10 gold to buy the ballot, and then you mark down who you think will win on each fight, And when you bring it to Eliaf, who's the kind of like the scorekeeper upstairs, she'll mark down who you think will win, and then you get 5 gold for every correct guess you get. So let's say with Brolof and Kev, if you say Kev will win or Bro will win, then you'll get 5 gold if you guess correctly who's the winner of that fight.
Okay, yeah. So I definitely bought a ballot.
Same.
I put the bets on all of our team.
Okay.
Plus, based on what you said before, and also saying that I know these fighters fairly well, or at least their abilities, I'm also going to put my bet on Nizbel. Is that the name?
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, I'll put my bet on Nizbel.
So what you can do is pretty much mark down on your own, like paper or computer or whatever. 5 rocks and meth. Oh man. You can mark down for like each fight who you think you'll win, and then once all the fighting is done, we'll see how much gold you get.
All right. I already know who I'm voting for right now. I'll have to mark it down later on.
Do you want to walk today, or are you staying around Packers Lions?
Depending on time, I still might.
Hi,
what time
Greg.
you guys?
What's up, Greg?
I mean, if you go now, I'm not.
Hi, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
Yeah, if you go at like 4 or 3, I'm not around yet.
Greg.
I'm still probably playing till like 5. So.
Greg, we're saying hi.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just have fun.
Greg,
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Oh shoot! I thought I muted myself. I missed the button.
No.
Hi, Greg.
I clicked and then I looked away before.
Did you hear us saying hi to Greg the whole time?
I hit the thing.
And yet, that whole time, you never said hi to Greg for us. Thanks.
He knocked on my door. I said, "Come in."
Yeah, but
we were trying to say hi to him.
I'm literally saying hi, Greg.
Do you think I even heard what you guys were saying the whole time?
Oh, the worst.
Oh my god! I just realized I muted Jax instead of myself. That's what.
Well, that's why he didn't hear me saying hi to Greg the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I muted
Mel. Okay. So we are gonna get started. Right. So first fight is Brolof versus Kev Tumel. Brolof, you are familiar with. He's donned in his shield, chainmail, and mace. And you see him step out in the arena, and against him is a tall human male. He's decked out in like tattoos, almost like tribal-like tattoos, but it's more like scarring instead of actual tattoos. And he's got short black hair. He's unarmored, right? And he's just like ripped. You can see a rising through his legs, though, like from his feet, which are barefoot, and going up his calves. You can see a series of like vines growing around his calves. Very unique looking guy. It's very cool, very crazy looking. And he is wielding 2 hand axes. And we are going to roll initiative. So,
So happy.
Do I even need to worry about this? Okay, sure. Boom, boom, boom. At turn. You rolled a 9. What is your initiative bonus? It's +1. And what about you, Brolof? This is going to be interesting. Me fighting me. My initiative is +0. Ooh, 13. My 3 button doesn't work very well. Descending order. Cool. So the bell goes off, and immediately Brolof Brolof is going to raise his mace, and he is going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And you watch as a large spectral anchor appears out in the sky above him. And actually, what can I do? I can actually bring something in for this, can't I? Let's see.
You can do whatever you like.
Wet caverns. Oh, wait, no. We'll do pirates. One thing I really didn't think about is the spiritual weapon.
What happened to this being a half hour? I didn't say a half. What did I say that?
We'll say this is the spiritual weapon. It's a big, huge anchor.
Damn. That's a weapon.
Yep. That's his bonus action. And when I cast it using my skill, I'm going to hit. And he is 1d8 plus 2. Since this is with my Fury of the Waves ability, I add my. Oh, wait, no, I already add that. Never mind. Turn up to 20 feet. Okay, I will roll it. So this big spectral anchor that gets materialized kind of sweeps at the legs of this opponent, but he jumps and avoids the strike. And then Brolof as his action. I can't take his name. He is going to go up and strike at him with his mace. It is plus 6. I got to get used to this new spreadsheet. That's not going to hit either, will it? AC is 13, so that is going to miss. So it is now Kevtimil's turn. Let's see. What am I going to do? Let's see. Rage. Okay, so as a bonus action, he's going to go into a rage. So you watch him pull his hand axes apart, and he screams into the air, and he goes into a rage. And then, as an attack, he is going to strike with his hand axe. And that is going to be D6 plus 2. Oh, shit. Okay, that is going to hit for... And then he's raging, so it's plus 2. So 4, 6, so 8 damage. Not bad for the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Points. Cool. Brolof. Let's see. It's a bonus action to make an attack again. Takes first damage. That's the duration until this cast spell again. Okay, so as his bonus action, he's going to make another attack with the spectral anchor, his spiritual weapon. And that is 1d8 plus 2. Oh, motherfucker. That's going to miss again. He's going to strike. Fuck. He misses again.
Wow, what a fight. What a fight.
Tisk, tisk.
What a fight. Just miss, 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 miss.
Ever.
Sounds like someone's going to be fighting a barbarian.
It's like playing Rocky when it's 0-0 at the end of the bell.
Come on, Brolof. I have you winning in the first round.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, man.
I actually have the other guy. I have
Yeah, really?
I mean, I don't want to spoil
He's going to make
Put a bracket down right here, and as you can see, that particular individual winning at the very end.
as his
I can only hope.
action, he's going to attack. The attack's going to miss, but he's going to take a. Nah, he'll stay there. Does he have anything he can do with his bonus action?
Yeah, just lay down the ground and cry.
That's it.
Won't lay down and
Brolof goes
die.
again.
No, not I.
is going to try.
I will survive.
Spiritual weapon first. Oh yeah. Oh
No,
yeah.
I'm still alive.
That's going to do. So you watch as the anchor, after missing these two legs,
I got you guys.
raises up and then like smacks down upon his head, and that's going to do 10 damage. 10. Oh, is he going to be force damage? Oh, so that's not going to. Oh, sweet. That's not going to be resisted. Plus your spellcasting modifier. I wonder. Actually, hold on. Since this is a spell, I have a special thing where if I cast a spell of first level or higher, I get to add extra damage to it. So let me see if that partakes to him. To the spiritual weapon, I mean. Because it already adds their modifier. Destructive as the flood. Whenever you roll damage for a cleric spell of first level or higher, add your wisdom modifier to the damage. All right, so it's already calculated into the spiritual weapon. So that's going to be 10 damage. Actually, shit, that's
not bad.
And it's force damage, so his rage doesn't do anything about it. And then he is going to strike with his own mace. Woo! That's going to hit as well. So that'll be. I already used my bonus action, so 3 plus my modifiers. Oh shit! I'll do 6 points of bludgeoning damage, but will be reduced. It was raging. Captain Mill is going to try and let's see, what spells does he have? His one action. Ooh, actually, that's not bad at all. So he is going to throw out one of his hands, and he's going to cast the spell Acid Spray. So you watch as a shower of like green liquidy orbs start splashing out towards.
I'll give you a green liquidy orb.
Please.
It's called a snot rocket.
Oh.
You've heard of magic missiles. Now here's my snot rocket.
I get to make a Constitution
I don't
save.
want to play D&D anymore.
With passes for sure. The creature succeed Constitution will take. So you watch as he takes this.
Can't cast spells while raging, says Liz.
That is true.
Oh, snap.
That's true. So never mind. He's just going to make.
I did not know that.
No, that's absolutely.
I remember reading it.
Yeah. So he's just going to make 2.
Nice, Liz. Thanks.
No, we can't make 2 strikes. So he'll make 1 strike out with his.
Yeah, he can cast spells while he's raging.
Oh, which will miss. And actually, since he is dual wielding, I think he can do 2 attacks in 1. Interact with an object. Yeah, 2 weapon fighting. Attack action with a light melee weapon, which is a hand axe. Okay, I can make a second one, but I don't add a modifier. Ooh, well, shit, that's going to be his. So he swipes with 1 hand axe, and it narrowly misses the tip of Brolof's nose. But at the same time, he's whipping a second hand axe upward towards his pelvis, and he hits net 20, which is only going to do 2 damage.
Oh, not 2 damage.
Wow. What a hit.
Yeah.
Huh. Very cool.
Brolof, he's going to strike with his bonus action with the spiritual weapon, which will hit. That'll be 9 damage for the spiritual weapon. Oh, wow. He's actually, Kevtimil's looking pretty hurt right now. The spiritual weapon seems to be going through any type of resistance that this raging beast of a person is giving off. And then Brolof is going to try and hit with his mace. It's going to hit for 7. But he's raging, so it's only 3. Ooh, he's starting to look really hurt right now. So on Kevmiltil's turn, you see him kind of leaning over and breathing heavily, and you watch as his bulging muscles seem to settle for a second, and he breathes in deep, and he seems to recover himself. 1d10 plus 1. Ooh, okay, not bad. He seems to recover quite a bit. And then he will strike out again with his hand axe. Ooh, which will hit. That's a 16. Oh, no, that's not going to hit. So he strikes with his hand axe again, and Brolof brings up his shield, and it reflects off of it. It's Brolof's turn again. He's not been hit yet, so he doesn't need to maintain concentration. He's going to use his bonus action again with the spiritual weapon, which will hit this time. He's been rolling pretty good with the spiritual weapons. Shit. 8 damage. Ooh. And with the final swing of this spectral anchor, it hooks him with that curve at the end. One of the curves hooks under the feet and trip him up off the floor, and the heavy thud of his head against the dirt floor can be heard throughout the stadium as he goes unconscious. And along the ridge of the ring, the outer perimeter, you see the familiar red runes glow from the earth, and Kevtimil's body slowly reconstitutes, and he is reduced to 0 hit points, or he is brought to stable condition. But that seems to be the end of that fight.
Ding 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 ding.
Yay, I won.
Yeah. You see Brolof kind of standing there, kind of wide-eyed and kind of surprised. So that's 5 gold. He didn't win.
Yeah, we were surprised too.
So the two of them will go back to the ready room and spend the rest of the time. Oh, I can do this layer, GM layer. And then, hey, he'll join the rest of the fight, or the rest of the crowd around the outside perimeter of the ring. As Kevtimil is carried off into the recovery area, and the spectral anchor gets turned away. Okay, so that is
One down.
Oh shit, he was not one of Okay. Next is Ephrial and Domila.
All right, my money's on F, baby. You got this. Don't screw it up.
Ephrial.
I'll do my best. Yo, I didn't realize I'd be fighting such a thick boy. Hold on, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, so let me bring up Domila. Whoops. Characters. Man, thank God for this.
Wait, as in Mila Jovovich, the Monster Hunter?
So Domila walks out, and she is a towering, tall Goliath at 7 feet 4 inches tall. And actually, I can get rid of these. And she has almost similar to Kev Tamil. She has ritualistic tattoos all throughout her body. They're all like swirls around the joints and like a number of like kind of like spear looking lines down her bald forehead.
Oh, she's bald? Okay, she doesn't have the flow that Ephrial does. I'm not worried.
Oh snap!
But she's wearing simple garb, very like kind of loose flowing tunic that's cinched around the waist and goes over one shoulder. The other is an exposed breast. But she has a number of.
What the hell?
You could tell a man made this female character. Oh.
It'll make sense. You see along the exposed shoulder and collarbone, you see that there's a number of heavy scarring going across her shoulder, leading down to her breast. And upon closer inspection, you see that as she's raising her hands in a fighter's position, you notice that her left hand, her nails are sharpened into claws, but the others are not. So she gets herself prepared and ready.
Wait, she's coming at me. She got no weapon. She's coming at me with a claw hand. Is that?
She's got no weapons.
She's got long fingernails.
No
weapons, no armor.
All right.
And one titty out.
And one boob out. Yeah, which apparently makes sense because there's scars on it. And scars mean you have to have that baby flop out.
Okay. I mean, I guess technically you could have a wrap that like a tube around her chest.
Or a shirt.
So this area is still exposed. I guess that makes sense, right? She can still have like a tube top with her.
It's fine.
Something.
Yeah, either way, like
it's all good. It's all good. Look, distraction is a very good fighting technique.
Ephrial don't care about no.
If Ephrial can't keep his eye off, that eye staring at him, then
it's that eye level. She's 7 feet tall. I'm staring right at the titty.
Yeah, it's like head level.
It's like head level.
Yeah, it's perfect for him.
All right. Cool. All right, let's get it. I'm about to smack this bitch in the head.
And go ahead, roll initiative for me, Ephrial.
25.
Holy shit!
Yes!
Damn, you really are about to smack this bitch in the head.
12.
Okay, still going before her.
Perfect.
Okay. What is your plan of attack? Go for it.
First, I'm going to use a bonus action to mark her as my prey.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk forward, and I'm going to attack her with my maul.
Let's do that for...
Oh, hold on. Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay.
So, she is going to...
Great roll.
What's everyone laughing at?
Nothing. Chat in the stream.
Oh, I don't have the stream up, so I have no idea what's going on.
Wow.
That's for the best. What do you think? What do you think our stream chat is talking about right now?
Yeah, well, okay. So I don't know. I find it's a very interesting.
You apparently thought we were much more mature than we are.
I don't know. I didn't plan for that, but the way that I am picture it in my head that like she needs that exposed area of her skin
to breathe, right? She breathes through her skin.
But anyway, she's going to lash out at Ephrial. So she's going to send out
that video game reference.
That is going to be her unarmed strike.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Why has it got to be a big deal? Because it does. Because girl.
She's going to strike out. Ooh, shit. That's going to hit with a 22.
Yeah, it hits.
That is going to be 8 points of damage.
Wow, so good. So glad I'm
And
enjoying this
she
fighting.
is going to spend a key point.
You're not about to
do
lose in the first
flurry of
round,
blows.
are
Oh,
you?
I'm absolutely about to lose in the first round. Yeah.
I put
So
money on
she's
you.
gonna strike out at you 2 more times.
Two
She
more.
misses with the first one.
Yeah, I'm about to lose in the first round.
Ephrial got the worst
And
fight.
Second one, well, hold on. 9 doesn't hit you, right?
No.
So her 2 flurry of blows miss, but she hits
Thank-
you with a good solid first
It's
one.
okay. The first hit did more than half of my health, so
It is your turn.
okay. I'm gonna
Everyone get your F's in the chat.
and miss. Great. What a fight. This is so fun. I'm having so much fun. Your turn.
Okay. Oh god.
I knew those rolls weren't going to last. Those 2 net 20s were a hoax.
So, anything else with your bonus action or anything?
No,
Or?
I can't do anything with my bonus action if I miss.
Okay.
You can still do technically.
No, I literally don't
If
have
you
anything
have
to do
a
with the
thing,
bonus
you
action
do
upon
bonus
it. I
action.
would be turning my damage to force damage, but since I missed, it's irrelevant.
So she expertly dodges this maul strike, and then she, in quick succession, is going to as she ducks to one side, and your the trapezius and the side of your rib cage is exposed. She's gonna get a quick jab into your side. Oh my god!
Oh no!
So 23 hits.
Oh
Yeah.
god!
It's going to be another 8 points of damage.
All right, well, that's it. Fight's over. See you guys.
So with this final quick jab, it hits you right there in the side of the ribs, and you end up getting knocked up into the air as she follows through, raising her, using her strong legs and height to lift you up into the air as you fly a good 3-4 feet up over her head, and then crash down to the floor. Whereupon the sigils at the perimeter spark up, and you get stabilized at 0 hit points. And oh man, she didn't even get to do the really cool thing.
I didn't even get to do anything. I fucking missed twice with some shit ass rolls. What are you talking about? You're upset. Get the hell out of here.
Damn it. That's another fight that I didn't win. Okay. So you
all I had to do is hit once, and I would have been doing a fuck ton of damage. So I just didn't. It didn't hit.
Yeah. Well, she had a pretty decent AC at 15.
Yeah. Well,
it just rolled really, really shitty, and then she was rolling crazy good. So
it is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, she goes to join the rest of the crew.
I'm not sure I want to fight anymore. That looked brutal.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, yeah, there's my next roll. Nat 20 with maximum damage. Oh, and it would have been this and this. It would have been...
Oh, man.
It would have done 17 damage on the next... Or 18 damage on the next hit.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
It would have killed her in one hit.
This is the one I'm really excited for, actually.
This is so fun. Wow. Well, I don't have myself winning the tournament.
Hey, this is how I feel in the other campaign, okay? It'll do you some good to experience what I've been through.
No, at least I got to have turns. In the other campaign, you just don't even get to.
That's true.
Turns.
I just get put to sleep on the first turn.
I know. I wrote a whole song about it. It was great.
You did. I really appreciated it.
We can relive it if you'd like.
That's okay.
On my inner.
When you said you wrote 5 songs,
I can sing the song that ain't for anyone who didn't tune into the stream on Thursday night.
When you said you wrote 5 songs for this, I was like, okay, that means one character did not get a song.
No, I wrote 6. I wrote one for every player.
Oh, I thought you said you only made 5. I was like, because I thought you missed a character. I was like, okay, it's either I got no song, which would suck, or I got a song, which I think would suck more.
No, yeah,
because I know you.
Have gotten a song would have been myself.
Jax, you are up.
Of course, I come out going.
The crowd goes wild, of course.
And bring them my
sort of fanfare, so they expect nothing less.
Yes.
Okay, Jax, go ahead, roll initiative.
Darn.
Okay, so that's 11.
Yeah.
Don't even need to do anything. Awesome. So, who walks out before you is a short gnome character who's only about 3'5", 3'6".
Still taller than me.
Oh, dude.
I'm 3 foot.
Yeah, but he has dark gray ashen skin, bright orange eyes, and he comes out with a spear, right? Yeah, he's got a spear that's kind of hooked over his shoulder, and he kind of gives you a harsh look and a smirking smile, and goes, "Are you ready for this?"
Oh yeah.
Ooh, well, it's an honor to fight you. Let's do it.
Looking forward to it.
And the bell goes off. He immediately jumps backwards to here, and you see him throw out his hand, and out of nowhere behind you, a large spectral, like you can hear the earth behind you start to bubble, and a large spectral tentacle rises out of the ground and swipes at you. Let's see. This is his grasp of the deep. It does 1d8. Where are you, my d8? And I use my bonus action, create a 10-foot long tentacle within 60 feet.
Does it do an
Melee
attack,
spell.
or do I get an?
No, it's a melee spell attack.
Okay, but does it attack me, or like
Yes,
does it get an attack?
it strikes at you as
Okay.
it apparates. It like waves or like makes a large arc and strikes the back of your knees. That is a nat 20. So that's going to that's going to do 14 points of damage. And for your next turn, you can feel this like slimy sludge almost connect onto your skin as this thing hits you down behind your knees. And for your next turn, your base movement speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
And then he is going to then, with his other hand, thrust out an Eldritch Blast. That's only a 15.
Misses.
All right. So this inky, dark, black, blue bolt flies out through his hand. And you can watch as like water droplets are trailing behind it like a wet comet. And it just misses you entirely and splashes against the edge of the arena. All right, Jax, it is your turn.
Ready.
Does this make a text of opportunity? I don't think so. Oh, that's just spells.
Well, I'm just gonna move up here and attack him with a 24.
That'll hit.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, well, 9 damage. And I'm going to use my second wind ability to heal. So that's D10 plus 3. Eight. I heal 8. Come here. That's 8. There we go. And that will be the end of my turn. I was so close to getting a crit, just one away.
So it is now Rasman's turn. He is let's see. Oh, actually, oh wait, no, it didn't hit for the first one. So he is going to, as a bonus action, he's going to move the tentacle up to you. It's going to make another strike against you. It's +5. Oof. That is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
So that'll be 7 points of damage.
Yep.
Do I add my charisma fodder? 10 feet of the tentacle. That's 1d8. Oh, this is cold damage, by the way.
Okay.
Factors
I
into
don't think I have any resistance to cold. Oh, there's my halfling. Okay. Yeah, no. I can just move through the space of any creature that is the size of me or larger. Oh, no, that is a size larger than me. I can attempt to hide when I'm obscured only by a creature that is at least one size bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then he's going to let out another Eldritch Blast at you.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't provoke in order to do one in front of someone.
That is going to hit with a 22.
Yeah.
That's going to do 11 points of damage, and you are knocked back 10 feet.
Can I be knocked back 10 feet with that thing in front of me?
Yeah, because it's like spectral, so you can go through it. And again, since the tentacle struck at you, your base foot is reduced by 10 feet again. But that is his turn.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this one, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see. You've done a great deal of damage to him already. It's your turn.
But I only have 5 health left. So I can walk through this thing then. Yeah. Does it get an attack of opportunity against me?
I don't think so, because it can only be controlled through my bonus action. So I don't think so.
Oof, that was only an 8 to hit. Yeah, that was only an 8 to hit, so that'll probably miss, right?
Yeah.
Then I will use my action surge. A 16.
Okay.
For 8 damage. Fuck. I am not doing good, and I already used my second wind and my action surge, so this is where I die.
Well, you see that he is looking pretty hurt. He's got beads of sweat that are coming down his forehead.
He also has 2 attacks against me.
Let's see, what else can he do? God, warlocks are so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not gonna cast this. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could. Ooh.
Just do it.
I want to see what I want to do. I want to make this cool.
Well,
I don't want to just be throwing.
I want to kill you in a fun way.
Jax is not used to fighting magic users. Jax is used to only fighting in melee. So this is definitely a bigger challenge for her.
Okay. So.
Oh well.
All right. So as a bonus action. Yeah, let's do a little flare. He's going to take out his spear as his movement. As a bonus action, he is going to grab behind him, and you see him bring out like a small bundle of dried leaves and sticks, and he's going to smash it against the haft of his spear. And you watch as the spear grows twice as long, and the head of the spear was originally just like a simple blade, is now turned into a watery, spectral, kind of like think of like a blade made entirely of condensed water. And he's going to then use his action to strike it at you. The spinning. That's only +2. Ooh, shit. That's not going to hit. 4 doesn't hit you.
Absolutely. Oh, you got me.
So that's the rest of his turn. Oh, well.
The spectral doesn't get to attack?
Well, I used my bonus action to cast the spell.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see if I can't attack. Oh, that's a 22.
Oh, that'll definitely hit.
For 13 damage.
God damn. So you kind of expertly dodge this swinging haft of a spear, and you just you get a good, almost like, think of an uppercut with your rapier, and you do a substantial amount of damage straight into his gut through his back. And of course, falling down to the floor, the runes light up, and you watch as his wounds coalesce, and he stabilizes at 0 hit points. You are the victor.
I only won because he got flashy instead of just fighting.
Yeah, he was a bit overconfident, which, again, you have kind of a lot of experience with.
I don't like the cocky.
Okay.
I'm the cocky one.
Dude, I so want to make a warlock.
Just be careful saying the words, I like the cocky, all right? I'm just going to throw that out there.
What's that? You like bukkake?
I don't like the cocky ones.
Oh, I thought you said I like the cocky, and I was like...
I said I don't like the cocky. I'm the cocky
That's
one.
why you're with Dan, right?
She is the cocky. That's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm. My big spiritual dick.
Okay, next up is...
wait, how much gold do we get when we win?
5 gold per win.
Sweet. I actually had money on Jax that time.
I'm just like marking it off, and then I'll figure out how much I win later on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Next is Luck versus Gurnea. Or Gurnora? What was his name?
Gamora
is what I said.
Gurnora.
Don't
worry, guys. One way or another, this is going to be over real quick.
I hope so, because before you...
I know, I got this giant freaking Dragon Ball Z looking motherfucker. I got a dragon.
So, let me bring him up. Some of these characters turn out really cool. Okay, you come across a large, bulky, blue dragonborn that is wearing heavy chainmail and is wielding a shield and longsword.
Now, I don't get any chance to cast anything before this starts, right?
No, well, no, not before.
Okay.
But if you are dexterous enough, could be going first.
Yeah, I got a 13, so solid maybe.
Oh, well, he's not too... Oh, well, never mind.
Okay, great. So I'm not. Like I said, real fast.
He's you said it was 13?
Yeah. Oh, not far off.
You're seeing him oh, okay. Well, all right. Alexis, if you want, I can have you go next. If it's any timing, but well, let's Make sure you don't win. that would be awkward. Anyway, so you see him walked out, and he's dressed in heavy armor, the shield, the sword, but he's got rounded glasses resting at the tip of his snout, and he seems a little bit less monstrous than you would think a dragonborn would be. But he kind of goes up and goes, "Oh well, hello. I believe we are set to fight each other. Then, yes."
Yeah, me and you. Let's go.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck, young one.
Same to you.
All right. Let us begin, shall we? And he is going to. Let's see. Okay, he is going to. Oh wait, how far can I do this? Oh, 30-foot line. Sure. He is going to take a few steps back. You watch him kind of like slowly pull his shoulders back, and he's breathing in as he's walking backward.
No.
And he's just going to and let out a giant stream of lightning towards you. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. 7.
Oh,
Fight's
damn.
over.
You are going to end up taking 6 points of lightning damage as it kind of flows through your body and over your belongings.
Okay.
And then that is his action. And what can I do for a bonus action? What spells does he know? That's it. That's all he's got. Okay, your turn.
All right. Hang on one sec. Okay. So when that lightning hits me after it clears, I just kind of look up at him and I give him the finger. And
that's awfully rude.
he has to make a dex save.
Oh, okay. Tit for tat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Dex saving throw. Oh, that's great. He's totally not proficient with it. Oh, 18 though.
I see. Okay. It's fine. He's still gonna take the damage.
What is this?
So it's Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, so that you're supposed to use on his turn, I believe.
Yeah, well, I am.
But does Hellish Rebuke...
It's a reaction when I take damage.
What's the range on that, though? I thought that was only like within
60 feet.
Oh, shit. Awesome.
So he's going to suddenly burst into flames.
I'm sorry, what?
He's going to suddenly burst into flames. Well, yeah, pretty much everything that's fought me has been melee. So he's going to take 3d10, half of 3d10 damage.
Okay.
So he's going to take 12 damage.
Holy shit.
Burst into flames suddenly and take that. Wow, that was good. Good
Yeah.
rolls.
So that was your reaction.
That was my reaction and my first spell. And then all right.
Holy shit.
Then I'm going to doesn't say, so probably does. Then I'm gonna shoot at him with my Eldritch Blast. Does a 24 hit?
Oh, yes.
He's going to take another 11 damage, 2 of which is ice, if that makes a difference.
So you watch as, this huge beam of lightning strikes over your body. And from his perspective, the second the lightning stops being emitted from his breath, he watched this bolt of fiery energy follow the same path and strike him. And then in just another moment's notice, another blast of bluey, icy energy comes and hits him from the under his shield, and he ends up taking a severe amount of damage. But you watch him kind of lift up from the ground, and he goes, "Oh, you're quite more formidable than I had expected."
Damn it! You were supposed to go down from that.
Well, let me have a go then, shall we? And then he goes up, and he's going to strike you. So as he's lifting up, actually, he's going to second wind and recover himself.
I'm so fucked.
D10 plus 2. Okay. And then he's going to strike at you with his short sword, or long sword, rather, which is a D8. D8 plus 5. Let's see if he hits you first. That is a 23.
Will definitely hit.
That'll do 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to... Well, he did his breath weapon, did his second wind. Where's my action surge?
Come on, let's use the rapier just like I showed you.
Oh, do have an action surge. Take one additional action range chance. Use 1 times per short rest. So he is going to use his action surge to strike at you again. That is a 23
Yeah,
to
that
hit
hits.
for 12 damage.
I'm down. I had exactly 12 health left.
He had 1 health left, and then recovered with his...
And guess what? I was going to do the exact same thing again. Another hellish rebuke. Actually, I could have after the first attack as my reaction.
Could have.
I'm still learning that. Oh well.
Problem?
You can if you want.
Can I try it?
Sure.
You both would have had like.
Yeah. So after that first attack, he hits me, and I just kind of from like the side, my hand shoots another little fireball. So he has to make a Dex save.
17.
Will pass. So he still takes half. So yeah, he was only going to take 4 damage. Or yeah, 4
really?
damage.
Dang it.
Oh well, he wins.
Yeah, he had 8 health at the end of that.
Oh damn.
Oh well, I couldn't summon my weapon because that takes an action, and
okay.
I don't have an action to spend.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh well.
He, using the resolve of his ability, he strikes you down with 2 quick strikes of his longsword.
Kyra, come back.
Oh God! Of course.
It's your turn to fight. Kyra, come back.
Are those angel wings on the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
We got them from Victoria's Secret.
Of course you
Yes,
did.
they are angel wings. I have another pair if you would like one.
I might. Eventually, we have to be able to do Halloween again.
All right. I'm back. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Now get ready to fight.
Let's do this.
Bring it on. Okay.
Oh, did snack time leave just before my fight started? That's sad, man.
Right,
No
so far,
wonder I left.
won 2 bets,
I lost.
bets and lost. Ooh, lost 2 bets.
Okay. Am I going? What's happening?
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
get Kyra going first.
Kyra, you are first to go. So actually, as this, what are you again? Oh, he a half elf comes out and he's got a lute over one shoulder, and you see him come out kind of, casually, slowly picking at his lute, and he's playing music as he walks in. And as he approaches you, he gives you a quick bow and then throws the lute over his shoulder as it's strapped, and it does that like the quick spin and it rests against his back. And then he lifts his fists up in fisticuffs, ready to act. But you are first to go.
Okay. So I'm gonna do Booming Blade. And I'm alright, so first I gotta roll to hit. But I think it's the same as I'm gonna do the same thing as first spell, because this is first spell. And then it's 19.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay, awesome. So then let's see here. So it'll suffer the normal effects for the dagger, and then if it moves before my next turn, it'll take 1d8 of thunder damage as well.
So did you have to be in melee to do that, or could you do that from 5 feet away?
It's 5 feet range.
So you will have to go up to him then.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
5 feet means that you have to be in the next square.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you can easily do so.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
no. I was
Yeah, it's all
just
good.
curious if you could do that from far away, because that would be really cool, because you would move and then...
Okay.
Mhm.
And then,
That would be cool.
all right, and then I'm
Too
rolling
cool.
4 damage.
Dow.
1. That's okay. If it moves again, it gets 1d8 as well. Well, if it moves towards me. Well, anyways.
He is choosing not to move as you came into his attack range. He is going to. Because you're also a monk.
Bard?
Bard. Yeah, he's a bard monk.
That's interesting.
He's a bunk.
Bunk.
He's a bunk.
He's a bunk.
He's a barn. A bark.
Oh, I can do that. Okay,
Ooh, a bard.
so
Bark, bark, bark.
Bark, 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 bark.
so he's going to let out 2 quick blows against you. That is a 14 a hit. Does a 14 hit you?
14? Sorry. Let me see. Yeah.
So that'll do 6 damage.
6
And
damage.
then as his bonus action, he's going to make a secondary attack. That is only an 8 to hit. So that'll miss. Oh, she's on.
Yeah, that'll miss.
But it's your turn now.
Such an unprofessional stream.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna do magic missile.
Okay.
Shoot those missiles.
Get them!
All right, I'm in the middle of the battle. Are you almost here? Huh? Hello? Can you hear? Okay. You're almost here? Oh, okay. Oh, you're at Fresh Market already. Okay. What?
All of a sudden,
No.
this half-orc takes out a giant axe and decapitates Kyra.
Yeah, I need a few minutes.
So is she getting us from Fresh Market?
Downstairs. Okay. Sorry, babe.
It's okay.
Sorry. All right, and I'm using it as a level one of my level 2 slots, so I get 4 shots.
Oh, cool.
So it's 4, 7.
It's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
You have to add all 4 of them together.
I wasn't adding them. I'm sorry. All right, so 11 altogether.
So it is now his turn. Let's see. The spells. Action. Okay, he's just going to take 2 more strikes at you. That is definitely going to hit with a natural 19
Okay.
for 6 more points of damage. And then his bonus action to do it again, which is going to be a 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Yep.
Okay, that's going to be another 6 points of damage.
Motherfucker.
No, I'm sorry. 4 points of damage.
What is it?
4 points of damage. I read the die wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do magic missile again with one of my level 2 slots.
Okay. Five. Five, 9, 12, 14. Okay.
Bam.
He
Bam.
is
Ba-bam.
still standing, but very
Oh,
hurt.
shit.
Yeah. Very hurt. You see him, he's kind of stumbling along, and you like blasted a piece of his loot off of his shoulders. And he's going to he's just gonna take you down again. It's gonna do 2 more blows.
Mother trucker, are you serious?
He's a monk. That's a 19 hit,
Yeah.
5 damage.
5 damage? Okay.
Yep. And as his bonus action, he'll do it again with a 15 to hit
Yeah.
Yeah.
with 6 damage again.
6 damage again? Ay, ay, ay.
Yep.
Damn.
Got it.
You're still up.
How much HP do you have left?
Yes. Are you still alive?
No, I'm down.
Oh, okay.
What level were these people you made us
Yeah.
fight?
Level 3. He was
Damn.
level 2 bard, level 1 monk.
Did any of us win? I forget.
Me and Brolof won.
You and Brolof.
And I only won because it got flashy.
Apparently, Falcon's a better character creator than we are.
No, he got a random character.
It's randomized.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
randomized.
we're really
But
bad at this.
You cut it very, very close because he only had 1 hit point left.
That's true. Oh. That's sad. Oh, well.
Alright.
I mean, I kind of had to be like that because I couldn't really have you fighting in other rounds if you're not going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No problem. Alright.
Alright. See you,
Sorry,
Denver.
like-
See ya.
I gotta go to Freshmont.
All right. Well,
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
honestly, Kyra, you would have had that if I didn't story-wise needed to
Kill you.
do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't have a choice.
Kind of sucks. That last blast of what you call it, magic missile would have done it. But Oh well. So maybe it was a little cheap, but had to do it. Anyway,
Who schedules a fresh market date on the same day as D&D? Now that she's
Word.
gone, I can say that.
That's like scheduling band practice on Rocky night.
It's not even a little bit like that because I always show up for Rocky night.
okay. Next is going to be Nizbel versus Ghoulmash.
Yeah.
Who did I have money on this one?
This is going to be an interesting fight.
Do you want to send me one of the characters so that like you don't have to play as both of them?
I don't know how I can do that.
Just
Oh,
simulate.
okay. I don't know how you have them, so I wasn't sure. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like, if you have a way to do it, then go for it, but... Or have, like, Ephrial or Luck do it, since they are technically out of the match.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm enjoying just watching, but if you can send it, sure.
All right, see if either of you want to do that. That's going to be Ghoulmash. I don't know if you'll be able to click into it if you don't have a D&D account or D&D Beyond account. Oops.
Well, I definitely don't. So.
I can still see it. I have a D&D Beyond account. I just...
Okay.
I don't know if anyone can see it, even if they don't have an account.
Luck and Ephrial, if you want to try clicking on it too, you can.
Yeah, I can see it. I'll try. I don't really know 5e combat that well yet.
I'll help you.
There's a lot here.
I'll give you like some tips. I just have to see what he's got.
Does the other one want to play Nizbel?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Oh, goddamn. At turn. Ghoulish at turn.
Is Channel Divinity, like, what kind of action is Channel Divinity?
For Ghoulmash, it's going to be a standard action.
Okay.
Or
just an
action.
Yeah.
Ghoulmash, go ahead, roll initiative.
Okay.
Luck, did you want to try playing as someone else, or?
I'm playing as Ghoulmash.
Oh, you are playing as Ghoulmash.
I mean,
okay,
what is Nizbel's class?
He is a barbarian.
If you want to play a barbarian and I'll take up the cleric, that is up to you.
I don't care. I'll play the cleric. I don't mind. Just help me if I have any questions.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'm looking to see what he has.
All right, 13.
That's cool that I can export those characters to other people. So that way, this really isn't just
you fighting yourself.
Yeah, although the first one was me fighting me, but whatever. Okay, go ahead, Ghoulmash. Go ahead and roll initiative.
13.
Cool. So you are first to go. Now Ghoulmash is an Aarakocra, so he is dressed in light armor, but his large falcon wings spread out and stretch before he comes into mid-combat or into the middle of the field. And he's got talons on both his hands and feet. Ghoulmash, or Nizbel, though, is a dwarven barbarian. Very stocky, big bushy beard, long brown hair, green eyes. Very typical dwarven looking character. But there's a certain whimsy about him that is a little interesting. Kind of like you see little like motes of light kind of shine and spill off of his body as he's wielding his great axe.
All right. It looks like the mace is his main weapon.
For who's his face?
For
Gilmash.
Gilmash.
So he's got a mace, but he also has a crossbow with arrows and such. Now, Aarakocras do have a fly speed of 30 feet, so you have that for you as well.
Okay. All right.
He does have spiritual weapon, Dan.
How's that work?
It's a bonus action to use.
Where's that? I don't see that anywhere.
Go to the bonus action tab.
Where's that?
On the right
All right,
side.
you know what? Why don't you do this? I'm so lost.
On the right side underneath initiative.
Oh, I see.
It's almost exactly the same as... Oh, you use something different, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a bonus action, you said, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he's going to summon his spiritual weapon. He can summon it within 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to summon it behind Nizbel.
I just don't know what kind of weapon it is, but it says it does 1d8 plus 4 damage.
Now, you can flavor it however you want.
What was his main weapon? Was a mace? It's going to be a like a spiritual eagle that is attacking.
Do it up.
So it's going to go in and it's going to do 1d8 plus foe. But first to hit.
Plus 6 hit to hit, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be an 18 to hit.
Will definitely hit.
Cool. For 6 damage.
Nice.
And then Gulmash is going to step up. I can't control Gulmash.
Oh, okay.
So.
I can do that.
Yeah, just bring him on up to Nizbel.
Here, I gave you control.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. And then he's going to attack with the mace. Now, because my spiritual weapon is behind, are we flanking? And does that matter in this?
Does not count as...
No, okay.
As a what you call it.
All right, so then he's just going to attack with the mace, which is plus 5, so 16.
That'll miss.
Okay. That's Gulmash's turn.
Oh, wait. 15. Yeah, that should miss.
This is really cool character sheet.
Okay, so it is now Nizbel's turn. As a bonus action... Oh, this is going to be interesting. As a bonus action, he is going to let out a primal scream. And as you watch all these like little motes of dripping light, they all kind of come off and float off of his body and coalesce into a large mass above him. And as he goes into his rage, I have to roll on the wild magic.
Ooh, wild magic.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorcerer.
No, not sorcerer.
I know. The wild magic barbarian or whatever it's called.
Yeah, magic erupts as you range.
Cool.
As you rage, roll the wild surge. Okay, I need a D8. This is so cool. 7. So, shadows weave around a weapon of my choice that I'm holding. Until my rage ends, your weapon deals psychic damage instead of its bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing, and it gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and 60 feet. If you drop the weapon or throw it, the weapon dissipates and reappears in your hand. Holy shit! That's fucking awesome.
Damn.
Okay. So he is going to strike with his great axe. This is a D12. Look at this big old boy. Oh my god. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That's going to do.
Where's my AC?
It's next to your initiative.
Okay.
Six,
Yeah, that's absolutely gonna hit. 6 damage, you
7
said?
points of psychic damage.
7. Okay.
That is his turn. Gulmash.
Alright. Gulmash is gonna try something a little.
How much damage was it?
7
It was
points of
7.
psychic. Wait, 5. No, 9 points of psychic damage.
Oh, it's
shit,
9.
took off half the health.
He's at more than. Oh, whoops, no. Oh, frick.
Hit
I was.
points, top right corner.
Oh, I'm doing it on D20.
I know. I'm just letting you know that his hit points are in the top.
Yeah, I already got him, man.
Oh, okay.
Alright, he's. I don't know if I can survive another hit from that. Screw it, we're gonna try and roll the dice. Okay. He's
We
gonna
can heal as an action if you wanted to, but that is up to you.
Okay. You said you can throw your weapon 20 feet now?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I can.
Okay. Alright. Gulmash is going to drop his mace and fly up 30 feet.
He is going to get an attack of opportunity
Yep.
against us.
I know.
What is it? Only plus 3. Ooh, that's an 11.
Misses.
Cool.
Alright, and then once he's up there, he's going to heal himself. With whatever heal you were just talking about.
He has Channel Divinity, Preserve Life. So as an action, you can use Channel Divinity and present your holy symbol to restore up to 15 HP divided among any creatures within 30 feet up to half of a creature's HP max.
So I can only go up to half my health?
Yeah, which is what we just lost.
So I'll gain 2 HP.
No, up to half of your HP max.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I can heal up to 9.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Yeah, so he's 30 feet up. He'll back up a bit. And I can still make my spiritual weapon attack as a bonus action, right?
Yep, as a bonus action.
Okay. So that's going to be 24.
To hit? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. 1d8 plus 4. That's going to be an 11. 11 damage.
Very nice.
Oh, bam!
Jeez, I might actually lose money on this fight.
I have Gulmash as mine, so I really want to win
and
this fight.
Force damage. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Because how do you have somebody called Gulmash and not vote for them?
Well, he was saying that Nizbel is like really like strong and whatnot.
Nah, it's all about Gulmash. It's all about Gulmash.
Hold on a second. He may have.
And we do have a crossbow that we can use.
Oh,
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rivali on his ass. Bring in the ravioli.
shit. Okay.
Bring it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Caca! Caca!
You don't know what to do.
Don't. Okay. He is going to attack. So he is going to take his axe and get up right underneath you, or he'll stay pretty much. No, he'll go over here to pretty much right underneath you, and he's going to recklessly attack with the blade, so he gets advantage on the attack. But since this is technically out of his thrown weapon range, it'll be disadvantaged, so they cancel out. So it's going to be a straight roll. That is going to be a lot. 26
Misses.
Oof, yikes.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Actually, no. It's I don't know where I got 26 from. The 21
still hits.
So that's going to do 4, 5, 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay. 7.
And then anything else from that? No. Bonus action? No. And the weapon strikes, and then it magically apparates back into his hand. Okay. So that'll do it for him. Your next turn, since I went recklessly, will actually have advantage against him.
Okay. Can an Arakocra shoot while flying?
I would think so.
Its wings aren't its arms, right?
No, he's got wings on his back.
Okay. So then,
yeah. So yeah, you can still fire.
All right. Then he's going to shoot you with a crossbow.
That's at advantage.
Right. So the higher is a 7 plus 5 plus 5. So 12.
That'll miss.
All right. And then can you move the spiritual weapon up? And I think that's it, right?
30 feet with your bonus action.
30 feet as my bonus action?
Yeah, and it can still attack on this bonus action.
Okay. Can you move it up? Because I don't have control of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right there is perfect.
Over here, so it's not overlapping.
Okay. And then he did 1d plus 4 plus 6 to hit. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's also at advantage, right?
No. Oh, no, yeah. It'll be at advantage. It's at the end of his turn. So, yeah, it's at advantage.
Okay. Nice.
All right. So 11, which means it's going to be 17 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
1d8 plus 4.
Oh,
for 6 damage. Oh, bam.
Oh, bam.
Wow, spiritual weapon's really good.
It's pretty awesome. Ghoulmash doesn't really have a lot of... Oh, no, he's actually pretty good. Never mind. He did good.
It's kicking your butt.
Yeah.
Ghoulmash would have been a match for Ephrial, to be honest.
Ghoulmash would have had a hard time with luck, I think, though. Maybe not with the spiritual weapon.
Ghoulmash is a good fight for anyone who has anything ranged.
Yeah.
But all I had to do was roll better, and who knows what the fight I would.
All I had to do was one more damage.
You used up all of your nat 20s.
Yeah, it was great. Used up both my nat 20s on a stealth check and a perception check that were probably going to be irrelevant to my character. So.
Ghoulmash is going to...
I know that feel.
Going to do the same thing. He's going to... Or Nizbel is going to do the same thing. He's going to recklessly throw his axe at you.
Okay.
That is plus 3. 15.
Hits.
Okay, that is going to be 12 points of damage, psychic damage.
You win.
Oh,
Damn,
That was
lost that
cool.
money.
Oh, I won that money. Not bad, Nisbel.
Yeah, wow.
Damn you, Ghoulmash.
Wild Search was really fucking cool.
1-3, lost 3.
So I won the bet for Kyra's character because I bet against her, and I almost feel bad taking the money because it was a guaranteed win. But I swear I made the bet before that happened.
Yeah, I think most of us did.
I bet for her, so.
I didn't. I bet against most of us.
I bet for all of us, just because that's what Jax would do.
I bet for Jax, and I bet for Ephrial, and everybody else I voted against.
How about yourself?
I didn't bet on myself because that's cheating.
Oh, I definitely bet on myself.
That's cheating.
How's it cheating?
Because then you could just throw the match.
Oh no, I would bet
No,
for myself every time.
Bet to yourself so you win.
Oh, well, yeah. But usually you're not allowed to bet on yourself to stop people from betting on themselves and then just throwing a match.
Listen to Jax, Mr. Upstanding.
I know, right?
Here.
You realize in actual sports stuff or in actual competitions, you are not allowed to bet if you're in it.
If you want to tell me that I can't bet on myself, then go for it.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, no. If I don't bet on myself, then I don't lose money here, or whatever.
I don't mind just wiping off that one bet.
Oh, no.
Irrelevant
I mean,
anymore.
one, I'm not DM. I don't really care. Two, this is make believe. I don't really care.
Jax will always bet on herself because she believes in herself.
It's
and
fine. You just have to live with the fact that you are morally inferior to luck.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's been 3 hours. We've lost Kyra.
Did we ever have her to begin with?
Yeah.
We've lost Kyra, and me and Luck are no longer in the competition.
Yeah, we got 5 more fights.
Oh my god.
That was just the first round.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, as far as we can keep going if we want, and I can have Luck and Ephrial play as other characters, so you're not just stuck sitting around.
I'd rather you just simulate the fights than have to have me play.
In all honesty, yeah, I would rather if we skipped all the fights except for Jax's. I just want to see her and Brolof fight.
Yeah, at this point, I don't really
flip a coin for the other fights, the ones that are just NPCs. I would say.
I just have to know who's battling in which one, so I know which one to bet on.
Gotcha. So we've got Brolof and Domila.
All right, so Brolof, of course.
Yeah, I'll vote Brolof. Now you guys are proving yourselves.
Fucking hacks rolls, dude. Roll for her.
All right, so Brolof and what's her face?
Domila.
You over here rolling your 20s.
Then we have Jax and Gernoria.
Yep, voting for Jax.
I'll do Jax, yeah.
Then we have Mayorin and Nisbel.
Voting for Nisbel. Alrighty. You can even just give it to the one who you think would win more. I don't even care.
We're gonna do this randomly. So I'm going to roll.
I don't mind if you guys do the fight when you're in them. It's just the NPC fights I think we should skip.
Yeah.
So the one versus Brolof, I think you should actually do.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give me the other character if you want.
Okay, because then the only NPC fight is going to be Nisbel and Mayorin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see your fights.
So then we'll do. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Need Oh no, that's luck. Where'd Brolof go?
He's just above luck.
Do we get like healed up and everything and get our
so
abilities back?
each of the members, they go back when they win. They go back to the ready room. And who? Oh, Domila, which is
Domila.
boy. And then let me.
Dadu. Dadu still has not taken a bath.
And then.
Shame on him.
Mm-hmm. You smelly bird.
This. And then let me go to this, and then I'll share it with you guys.
Dadu, you know if you take a bath, we don't have to spritz you with water anymore.
But then I have to be in water. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, there is Domila.
Let's do this. No, I want to open in the tab. Alrighty, Domila. Alright, what are you? Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
You should. I've given you control of Domila, so 18.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, 18
Oh, I
is
thought
the
Domila
total.
had a fin for a hand, but it's holding like a fan or something. Okay.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I'm just quickly looking over to see what her other thing is.
Oh yeah, she has the she's also a blood hunter.
And I, as much as I want to play a blood hunter, I have not actually looked in what a blood hunter can.
So if you just go to features and traits,
you
can see the blood maledict.
Right. So as a reaction, okay.
And then it's the blood curse of the eyeless.
Ugh.
Yeah. And now you can see why she has all those scars and the clawed nails. It's because she uses it to invoke her blood curse.
And that third eye staring at you.
Okay, so I got blood curse of the eyeless and stone's endurance.
It's basically a heal as the second wind.
So the blood curse I have is blood curse of the eyeless, and that's a reaction.
Yep. It's the same one that Molly used.
Yeah.
At least I think so.
And then so I would choose to use my blood maledict when I do the reaction and take that damage in order to do the curse.
Right. Or amplifying it to do more.
Okay. Just looking. Okay. So I go first.
Yep.
Where is my action? We are going to take a 5-step, and we are going to do an unarmed strike. Where is my key points? Key points. I have 2 to use. Okay. Good to know. Okay, that's a 17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Oh, shiznit. That was actually pretty good. Okay, end of my turn. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I have to use a key point for that. Alright, end of my turn for now.
Brolof is going to drop the. He's going to. What are you going to do?
I don't know. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. What are you gonna do?
He is, as a bonus action, going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Of course, of course.
We'll do this one. We'll do it right behind you, and that's going to be 1d4 plus 2. 12, I don't think hits.
No.
And then he is going to try and strike her with his mace. Dang it. That's 12 again, so he's going to miss.
All right. So.
Omila, your turn again.
Yeah. So that's a +6, right? Yeah. Actually, this might be a +6. It is a +6. That's a 20, not natural.
That'll hit.
Okay, so let's roll D4. What is it? D4 +4. That's going to be 5 damage. And I am going to use a key point to flurry, I believe. When you use an attack action.
Get 2 more attacks with the flurry then.
Okay. 2 more attacks. That's going to be a 19 and a 13.
19 will hit, 13 will not.
Nice, nice.
4 plus 4. Only 5 damage again. I'm rolling these fucking ones.
Brolof is going to go the bonus action with the spiritual weapon. That's going to hit with a 21.
Hits, yeah.
Or 6 force damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see, what else do I have? Bonus action. He is going to rest his hand against his chest, and he's going to heal himself. So, Cure Light is a D8 plus what? Oh, it's not Cure Light. It's just called Cure Wounds, right?
Yeah, it's just Cure Wounds.
Action. D8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So he's going to heal 5 points. Okay. Go ahead, Domila.
19!
Damn. Yeah, that's going to hit.
Oh my god!
Oh, come on. The vibes.
Okay.
Ugh.
Anything else?
I don't really feel like using another key point yet, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Roll off spiritual weapon. It's going to miss. Damn you. And then he's going to strike at you. Drop that dice. Hey, here we go. 20, not natural.
That is going to hit, but I would like to maybe use my blood maledict. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to roll 1 hemocraft die and
That'd be a
subtract
D4 for you.
the number roll. Oh, that won't do much. Stone's endurance. As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 2 once per short rest. Okay. Go ahead and tell me what damage it is.
It's going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay. If it was more, I would consider using it, but I'm not going to use that yet either. Okay.
Your turn.
That's a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. You fucking D4.
Get him.
Thank you. That's a 7. And
Kick his ass.
I would like to use, as a bonus action, my other key point to flurry.
Do it up.
That's a 14 and a 19.
14 misses, 19 hits. Ooh, this might be the end of Brolof. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
5 again. All right, so I'm
You're
adding
bad at
8
this.
points.
Well, not really that bad at it. Spiritual weapon. Hey, there we go. That's going to do 6 points of force damage. Yeah. And then I'm going to cast the spell Blindness Deafness. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw to beat. What's my spellcasting? To beat a 12. Oh, that kind of sucks.
So what is the save?
It's Constitution. So you see where all your stats are
Yeah,
at the
no,
top.
I just had to see where which one it was.
Plus 2.
Yeah, 21.
Fuck. All right, you resist. Let's see. Oh no, that's spiritual weapon. Yeah, the spell ends. So yeah, you surpass the spell DC and.
Sorry, Brolof, I may have money on you, but I ain't going easy.
Don't expect you to. Go ahead, do it up. Your turn.
Oh, that's a 10. I miss. Oh, you luck.
Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. Let me look at my bonus actions one more time. I used up both of my key points, so I don't have any bonus actions left.
You do have the unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, I can use that without using a key point. That was my bad.
You can use it as a bonus action as long as you use your actual action as an attack.
Right. So. Okay. So yeah, I'll do that. Oh, that's only a 12 though.
Oh shit! He's supposed to be making Constitution saves for the. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's good. He keeps it up. Oh, wait, no, I don't even need to because it's not concentration. Never mind. I don't even need to worry about it. Okay. Spiritual weapon. Come on. Do me good here. Hey, that's 17.
Hit, and I'm going to use Stone's Endurance.
Okay. Only does 3 points of damage.
Okay. So I might be able to negate that altogether.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, D12 plus 2. Actually, yeah, I will. Without even rolling it, I can negate that altogether. Okay.
He is going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay. I don't know what that does.
It shields him with faith.
Gotcha. I don't actually know what my... Oh, okay, good. So I was right to do that. All right, so that's it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty, that is an 8 to attack, so that misses, and I'll use my bonus action to do another one. That's an 18 to attack.
That'll miss.
Really?
It misses now because he cast Shield of Faith on himself.
I didn't know what Shield of Faith did.
It's the same thing in Pathfinder. Gives
I
you
wasn't
+2
sure.
AC.
That's not guaranteed in this. Mage armor is not.
True enough. Okay, but it is Brolof's turn now.
God damn it.
Come on, spiritual weapon. Yay! 16 to hit.
Yeah,
that hits.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay. Blood Maledict, maybe?
Maybe, hold on. I need
7 points of
just
damage.
subtract the number roll. But I also take the damage from what I roll, right? That's how Hemocraft dice works. Alright, I'll try that, yeah. So I will reduce the number rolled. You can choose to use this feature. Creatures roll, but the DM determines whether the attack roll succeeds. Okay. Slash roll D4. Yeah, I reduce it by 4, so it misses, but I also take 4 damage, unfortunately. That still fucking sucks, but yeah.
Then, so that was his bonus action.
I thought his bonus action was the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, that was my bonus action for the spiritual weapon.
Oh.
And then his action, he's going to cast Bless on himself.
Okay. All right.
Your turn.
22.
Dang it. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, 5.
Okay.
I will use my bonus action to do another unarmed strike. Nat 20!
Okay. You gotta tell me how you put him out of his misery.
That
was a long fight, man.
Plus 4, that's a 10. That's 10 damage. Oh, and honestly, Brolof should have attacked because I am with that blood maledict at only 1 HP. I was adding up. Ugh. All right. So, who are we? We are Domelia. Comes in with an uppercut and then a hammer fist.
Ugh.
Down to the face.
Ugh, nasty. Collapses to the ground. And dang it. I had that.
Was not gonna go easy on this one. Using everything at my disposal.
You can't. All right. Well, that's that.
I don't get money.
I do not. I bet on Brolof again.
Yeah, me too.
At this point, you should be betting against anyone that's not a player. Apparently, these
oh yeah, so I'm totally confident in
randomly generated ones are like generated to actually be optimized. So
yeah, these randomly generated ones were made by people that weren't the first time playing. Man, and I thought Luck was really well made too.
So I get all of my short rest stuff back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say so.
Like, could we say it was an hour between fights? Because I feel like
because each fight has a break in between each. So yeah, that's fine. Who are you fighting against, Jax?
I believe I'm fighting against the other fighter.
No, yes, Granora.
Gamora. All right, you know what they can do.
All right, so I will roll initiative.
I'll click the wrong button. Does somebody want to play as him?
No, I'm good just watching.
Yeah, I really have no desire to play any other characters at this point. I'm just here. I'm here because the campaign's still going on, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I mean, whatever. It's the dice. Hey, it's on the dice. It's not on you. Fate decided that Ephrial was not going to win this tournament. Well, who am I to oppose fate's judgment?
Hey, I'm in the same boat as you.
Well, I mean, I guess all you had to do was roll one hit point higher, and you would have won. I had to overcome some really bad juju.
Well, to be fair, the only reason I came that close is because I had a skill that I could use right after getting hit.
Yeah.
Darn.
If I had hit one of my attacks, I might have won.
It's all good.
It's his go first.
Here's what it is. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I give him
matter.
a theatrical bow because I know he is a gentleman.
He will do the same. Oh, Jax, it is an honor to fight against you.
As it is you, Grenore. It's about time.
Long overdue, I believe.
Oh, I agree.
Let us partake then, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, he is... He's going to take a whole bunch of steps backwards.
Damn it.
And in a familiar
I can still reach him.
intake of air, he's going to let loose his blast of lightning breath.
Dexterity?
Dexterity save, yes.
20 not natural.
Holy smokes. You only take half damage. It's 2d6. You take 4 points of lightning damage.
Alrighty.
All right. And, well, let's see. Is he going to do... Does he have anything for a bonus action? No.
No bonus actions?
No. Let's see. Does any of his spells bonus action? Nope. Okay. It is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Backed into a corner, and I will stab him! 14 to hit.
That'll miss.
Darn it. His scales are just too strong.
Yes. All right. He is going to strike at you with his longsword.
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 Let's see.
Can you hit me? Am I over here? Or am I over here?
I am too fast for you, vile fiend!
I can literally walk under your legs because that is an ability I have.
Your attack action +5, D8 +5. 14.
Misses!
Oh, he will use his action surge to make another
so
attack.
soon!
Imagine having somebody roll that's a miss.
That's a 19.
That'll hit.
That'll be...
I wish I had bonus action stuff. I have zero bonus action anything.
You have a bonus action spell.
No, I don't. I have a reaction spell.
You have Hex, which is a bonus action.
Right, it is.
Okay.
Oh, I could have used
2
that.
points of damage.
Right.
Thanks for reminding me now.
I just assumed.
Why'd you do
weren't
that?
enough to forget your own character.
Yeah.
Alright. That's going to miss with an 11. I will also action surge. With a natty 1, but I get to roll natty 1s. So, that's a 15 to hit.
Out of this.
Darn.
Halfling power.
Where are my 19s at? Let me
He's
roll
gonna-
a natty 19.
Where
He's
my
gonna miss
19s
with
at?
7. But you have anything? Oh, wait a minute. I have oh shit, that's right. He's got dueling thing.
Yes, dueling thing.
Dueling.
Everybody loves dueling thing.
Oh, so Melanie,
Melanie,
that last hit you got does 2 more points of damage to you because of his dueling fighting style.
Okay.
But that's it. It's your turn.
God, why am I rolling so low? That'll miss.
curse rolls.
Seriously. I'm considering rolling like physical dice just to give myself.
That's what I do. I have all my dice right here.
Yeah, that way he can lie about his rolls.
Yeah,
Oh, that's it. You
Yeah,
just happen to
I'm
have 1
totally
HP
lying.
left.
I'm totally lying when he rolls a natural 1.
Alrighty.
So the two of you are so evenly matched, seemingly having been taught very similar ways of fighting. You just keep trading blow by blow with your swords clashing and sparks coming off of them with each clash. Go ahead, Jax.
Nat 20!
Finally.
So now I doubled the actual dice rolled, right?
The die that you roll, yes.
Okay, so
It's
that's a 4, so 8 plus 6, that's 14 damage.
Oh, shit. Nice. Holy shit.
There we go. That's the Jax I know.
Yeah, you get that final hit or that last strike. You manage to feint on one side, and then
I
with
cut him
him
right
trying to
behind the
bring up his
calf.
shield.
Right
What?
behind the calf.
Oof. Okay. So him trying to block it with his sword, he just can't get the position, and you get a very decent hit right there in the back of his leg. You watch his stance kind of stumbles, and he strikes out in retaliation with another strike of his sword. Yay, that'll hit. 19
To hit?
to hit. Yes.
Yes.
That'll do. Okay. 11 points of damage. And as a bonus action, he will use his what do you call it? Second win. Oh, dang it. Whoever gains 3 hit points.
Alrighty. My turn.
Yes, it is.
13 will miss. And I am also going to use my second wind. So roll the 10 plus 3.
Ah, jerks. We are quite evenly matched, it seems.
But I gained 12 hit points.
Shit, you do.
Shut up, weakling.
We quite are.
Hey, that's going to be a 22.
That'll definitely hit.
What's my 1d8 plus 5? Oh, okay. 7 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Okay, go ahead. Your turn.
Only a 12.
Missed.
I hate only having one action surge. And I can't use 2 attacks yet, not until 5th level. So it is his turn again.
Okay, so he talks, yeah, as you're still trading, sword blows. He goes, "We are quite trained similarly enough, but there is something quite different about me." And as he says that, his eyes, like a shine of light, comes out of his eyes. And I need you to make, let's see, succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against fear?
No.
It's not against being frightened. Okay. That's all I needed to know because I get advantage on those. Okay, so it's wisdom, you say. Oof. 14.
Okay. $14, you said?
Yeah.
All right. So you sense in as you watch the bright shine come off of his eyes, you can feel this encroaching force coming into your head, and you concentrate and you squeeze your eyes tight and you shake off this feeling as the spell he tries to cast on you fades away.
Nice try.
Oh, well, it was worth the try.
17 to hit?
Oh, miss.
Aw, come on.
Reflects off of his shield.
Fuck.
I guess I should go back to the tried and true method. Fuck. It's 8.
Yeah, that'll definitely miss.
God.
If it ain't in the double digits, don't even ask. I miss. With a 9. 9.
9, 9, 9,
He
9,
missed him.
9.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
Your turn again.
He misses too. Oh
Yeah,
my
he
god.
missed with a 4.
I miss with a 12. Lower your fucking AC so I can hit you.
This is going to hit with a 20, not natural,
Yeah.
for 9 points of damage. Aha! You can just see like this big shit-eating grin on his face as he seems to like finally be getting some hits in. But it's your turn.
$18 to hit?
That'll hit.
Finally. Oh my god. 10 damage?
Oof. Okay.
Is taking a potion a bonus action?
No, I believe taking a potion is an actual action.
Darn. Okay.
Let me double check that for you. Yeah, it takes an action to drink the potion.
What about the jar of ointment? Is that also a bonus action or an action? No, it's an action. It's a regular action. No problem. Okay.
I mean, you can withdraw a potion as a bonus action.
It's okay. No, I'll fight fair. It's his turn after taking 10 damage.
Yep. Oh, 17 to hit.
Yeah.
8 points of damage.
And I'm down.
Oh, so close. So that's it. One of the other two will win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what you do with the 2. You roll a d20 for each, and whoever rolls higher wins.
Let's do this. We
Or
got
whoever would hit wins.
Just
Or
have a loser's bracket where Ephrial and Luck get to fucking poop it out on the field.
Bring it.
We each get to just take dookies and we get to see who's bigger.
You really
Jack-
think you could beat Luck after all the weird things he eats?
Jack
Okay.
fights Brolof for third place.
so purple die is going to be Domila, and then yellow die is going to be Granora.
Okay. What we got?
Got the meal
Ooh,
in.
purple die with the 17, yellow die with a 5, so that's Domina.
There we go, Domina.
Oh wait, hold on.
Nice.
I didn't vote on that one. Okay, I'll just say I didn't vote on that one. What's the next fight? Nizbel
Niz versus Domila.
Dom
Oh, that was
versus
Niz
Nizbel.
versus Domila?
Oh, that was Gamora versus Domila. Niz gets a trip to the finals because she got seeded. So.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, wait, no,
I didn't vote on that one. Okay. I'm voting on Nisbel for her fight, though.
No, I can't. I gotta go for the crazy, super cheaty person that I titty out Bish in the first round.
So yeah, it's Dom versus Nisbel at this point.
Okay, I vote for Nisbel.
It's gotta be Dom.
I'll go Dom.
Go with Niz.
So far I've only won 15 gold.
Only. I've
Okay.
won. No, actually, I'm at the same. I've won 15.
We'll do purple for Domila and yellow for Nisbel.
Come on, come on.
Come on,
That's
purple.
not fair. Purple's your lucky dice.
They tied.
They tied.
Roll again, roll again. They're
No,
evenly matched in the
I goes
beginning.
to the purple dice. I goes to the purple dice.
That's a
That's
nat
cool.
20 for Nisbella.
Oh!
Or Nisbel. Oh,
I won for Nisbel.
This game is rigged.
Damn.
All right.
So, ended up-
I won 20 gold then.
Ephrial ended up winning 25 gold.
I won 15.
oh shit.
So I actually made 10 gold from all this because it was 10 gold for
I
the
won
ballot.
40 gold.
Oh, it was 10 to buy in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10
So-
to buy in. So just subtract that from what you win.
Yeah.
So I won 5 gold from all this.
A net of 15.
Oh, man. I won 40 gold after all of that.
I win only.
Oh, wow.
You
Imagine
cheater.
the DM knowing who was
Yeah,
gonna
right? The
win.
DM won.
Oh.
How am I
know.
going to know how
No, I
the
totally
fight
believe that you did this 100% legit and fair.
I mean, Jack's winning in the first round was bullshit, but
I mean, look, we have evidence that you've fixed at least one fight, okay?
yeah.
that was unavoidable or unavoidable.
It was
Hmm.
avoidable. You could have put Ephrial down there. I would have trashed those people. I got stuck with some sort
But
of
did Jax come close to winning?
Yeah, actually, Gernora only had 2 points of health left.
Oh, come on! I had 6.
Some of them were really super
Oh.
close.
All right.
Some
I'm
of them
still
were
a
close,
champion at heart,
others
okay?
have Ephrial fought in.
I may not
so-
have earned my title yet, but I'm still a champion at heart.
There you go. And maybe one day Ephrial will realize he just sucks.
If I had rolled a fucking 19 just one,
Yeah,
That was just bad luck. There was literally nothing I could have ever done.
No,
to overcome
no.
that roll.
that was pretty rough.
Like I said, the only reason I was able to get even close was because I had a free
Yeah,
attack.
My AC is at 16. Like any amount of reasonable rolls, and I might have had a chance. But like,
yeah,
Mine's only 13. I was not getting out
nobody
of that.
got it at 23 and a 22.
I just kept rolling like shit. It sucked.
Mm-hmm.
And plus,
Yeah,
everyone
I
I
were-
went up against, their AC
I'd
was
love
so
to have
freaking
said
high.
I kept rolling like shit, but I got 2 dice rolls and then my tournament was over. So
Everyone's AC was so
I'm
high.
surprised you went with the mall and not the ranged because
well, I mean, but all
With
you
the
had to do was
range, at
close
least
the
you
gap in
could've-
one turn, and I would have had to waste an entire turn taking out the mall. Like it would have just been a waste of time. But my dex modifier is only one higher than my strength modifier. Like it wouldn't have mattered that much. The rolls I rolled would not have made a difference if I was shooting my bow. I still would have missed both.
Hey, it happens. I mean, look, Caden's gone half this thing without hitting anything, so
So,
Yeah, it's not relevant. The strategies I used to fight the fight were not the problem. It was the terrible dice rolls that were the
so
problem.
level 4, right? Like, these battles were enough.
I don't know if we deserve level 4 after this.
I don't know. You guys did just level last week too.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I just want my feet.
It's all good.
We'll hold off until next session, I think.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
fair.
All right, so we had our filler episode. We had
Thank
our tournament episode. We can
What
go
an
back
anime
to
this
story
is.
stuff next.
Woo! Brolof got some good gold.
We
that
need to
round.
do a group tournament though next.
Yeah, I was hoping at least one of us would fight another one of us.
No, I meant
Sucks
like a
that
group
didn't-
tournament, like
Yeah.
all of us versus someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have done that, but more than one of us would have had to have won our first fight.
But
Two of us did. I kind of wish
Yeah.
Jax and Brolof went at it.
yeah, that would have been cool.
I mean, it wouldn't have been close. Brolof was
I'll fight Brolof. Bring it.
back to his pants by the DM's rolls.
Alrighty, guys. We
Then,
calling it here, Mr. DM.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, I can't really go on much.
Can't do much more without
further.
somebody here. Yeah.
No problem.
Ow, shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah,
Took
thanks.
a lot longer than I was expecting, but
Fights always do.
I feel so bad for Ephrial's character because he's gotten
He's-
such bad luck.
He's
Past
good
couple
in a
rounds.
group, not solo.
Not even that solo. I literally just got fucked by the dice.
Yeah,
Like I guarantee you, if I were to fight again, it would not go like that.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Plus,
fight,
I mean,
fight,
your
fight,
health
fight,
rolls
fight,
that you've
fight.
rolled have been really shitty too.
I mean, but also like my hit point level up rolls, where I rolled a 2 and a
Exactly.
3.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, you've really kind of been screwed over these last couple fights or sessions.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, my
Yeah.
character's not designed to be in the front lines fighting. Like, I'll be able to just pump out damage with a bow as long as other people are up close. But like,
Yeah.
it's exactly like if I get in melee range and I roll like shit and then I get hit once, it's like I don't have the hit points to sustain a fight. So
You're very, very much the glass cannon.
very much a glass cannon.
Yeah.
And when the cannon misses, it just shatters. So
You and me. You and me
Jack will
both.
always be up in melee to keep you out of it.
How much health do you have, Ephrial?
I have 15 health.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 3 for my level ups, and
Oh my god.
I don't have a con modifier.
I was sitting here like, oh well, you know, Luck's got less AC, and he probably doesn't have that much less or more health than you. But never mind.
What is your health at?
I have 25, but
29.
I only have 13 AC, so I'm very easy to hit. I really needed a turn.
Well,
I needed a turn to pull out my rapier and to cast blur on myself. Is what I needed. Or actually, I guess 2 turns because I need an action for both of those.
I
So
have
yeah,
29.
I needed time to prepare before my fight, and
I have 29 hit points and 16 AC. I need to buff up my AC just a wee bit.
I might
Once
need to get
once
that.
I can get magical armor, then my AC will be good.
Yeah, I might need to get that evocation for mage armor because 13 AC means I get hit by everything.
except for any of the attacks Ephrial would have done today, still would have missed.
Well, to be fair, you also would have had to roll with disadvantage if I got the chance to prepare before the fight.
I mean, yeah, well, it is what it is. It's just how the dice go.
Yep,
Unfortunately, but yes.
I know that feeling all too well.
Kyra was actually kicking it like crazy. She was doing really good with those fucking magic missile spells because
Dude,
she definitely would have won her fight if I
guaranteed
didn't
damage is definitely not to be underestimated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching.
Yep.
And the
Come back
stream now.
on Thursday for our Pathfinder First Edition campaign, where we are playing Wrath of the Righteous, the adventure campaign.
Word 'em up.
We are now on the 3rd book, Demon's Heresy. So if you know that campaign at all, that's where we're at.
And I promise usually we have more going on than this. This was literally
Yeah,
just the tournament episode.
We brought this on ourselves, so we kind of just had to.
So tune in next week. There will be actual story, role-playing, and things going on.
Absolutely.
All right. See you
Yes,
guys.
See you guys on Thursday. Bye-bye.